Hello, everyone, and happy Friday night. Welcome to the first ever night pants with Nana. Nana's got lipstick on her teeth.
Do I?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying so hard. Could you hold,
I
please, just a
know.
minute?
We'll knock her down until she's done getting it off her teeth. We don't want to embarrass Nana. She's the best. Night Pants with Nana. It's your weekly talk show with mother and daughter duo, Joleen and Nana. We have a bunch of fun segments for you guys. So hopefully you have your night pants on, which pajama pants, comfy pants, whatever it is, because if you follow this channel, you know we did a vlog like a year ago, and me and Nana had the best time. We were in Laughlin, Nevada, and we were at an Airbnb that Nana had, and we were in this bed that each side, remember, it would recline and go up and down.
Yours did, mine didn't. It was two beds.
And we were laughing so hard, and then Nana's like, I need my night pants.
I couldn't remember the name of them. I know it's pajamas, but now I do.
The best. So now night pants.
Night pants.
Eventually we'll have our own night pants merch. You can have no pants too, Billy Ball. You can have whatever you're comfy in. You just want to make sure you're comfortable when you're watching Night Pants with Nana.
I'm all about that. Hello, producer Linda. Hello, everyone. Hi, Nanya Business. Nana, I missed you. I missed you too. It's Nana, so nice to see everybody.
In the chat?
I did. I thought it was going to come in my.
No, because it's under my account.
And I didn't know that. So Jolene's saying hello to everyone.
Did I write that? Is someone in my, what's it called?
Don't you worry, honey. Don't you worry. I had made some sugar-free pudding tonight, and I was putting whipped cream on
you're going to crap yourself.
Thank you, honey. So I'll need new night pants. So I'm putting things away thinking, okay, I'll eat this in just a minute. And Dad got up to go get some for himself, and he goes, is there a reason this is in the pantry? And I says, what? I put the whipped cream in the pantry instead of the refrigerator. Uh-oh.
Maybe you were just going to use it pretty quickly after you were going to add more. Hi, Keely. Keely says hi. We say hi.
Hi, Keely. Hi, honey. How was swimming?
Shout out to everybody joining us live in the chat. Make sure you smash that like. Let's set a like goal for 100. Let's try to get 100 likes. Hello, Auntie Karen.
Hi, Auntie Karen. That's so nice. I'm glad you could join us, honey. And I always try to put it or have you put it on Facebook so some of our people who are challenged
through Facebook. Are you calling your sister challenged?
No, I went like this, like me. Some of us who are challenged when it comes to all this.
Karen,
like, do I go to YouTube?
Talking smack.
There's a check there. Her kids do that to her too about the nursing home. When she says something that's just a little off or not right, they say, "Well, there's another check for the nursing home." So this too shall pass. We have an awful lot of fun people in the chat. I really got excited about this. I thought this is nice. Now I want everyone to look at my face. Do you see anything different besides lipstick on my teeth, which isn't different? Anything new that you might see? No, anything new that people might see.
All right. While people are guessing
at my face,
I'm going to explain a little bit about the show. So we are streaming right now on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And this will be a weekly talk show that Nana and I do where we talk about things. We have multiple segments. We're going to be talking about pop culture, news, life, shopping, crime. We have dead people. I mean, this is your one-stop shop for everything and obviously the tangents. All right, Nana. Carolyn guessed it.
Yes. Oh, we got a lot of new glasses.
Winnie Mom guessed it.
A lot of people. So look at these, you guys. I just love these. Look at these. They're they're green up on top. And then it has a lavender that's not blue, but it kind of looks blue here. And lavender on the bottom. And don't you know they're Gucci.
Did you get your hair done too?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It looks good.
I slept on it. And if I sleep on my face on this side, my hair always turns out nice. I might have some lines here, but my hair turns out just great.
Okay,
So,
especially like if you want to support the channel, you guys liking the video helps us so much in that old algorithm we try to get in with our new little talk show. If you want to support us further, you can send a super chat while we're live. We'll highlight your comment. If you're watching later, you can send a super thanks, which is like a super chat, but it's after the fact. You can also at the bottom of the screen, I have where you can follow us on social media and also the PayPal, Cash App, Patreon, or join our YouTube membership. And I think Nana and I will do some I'm trying to add perks to memberships and Patreon, adding more perks. So I think we'll probably do so many extra episodes of Night Pants with Nana for our members and Patreon supporters for certain tiers. So
okay.
that shaken, but Nana's got new glasses. Okay, now we have new segments. Now the first segment is an oldie but a goodie. Everybody loves it. We're gonna get an update on Nana's giant bush. That's it's the incorrect intro. The one I have is the one we usually do is the one where every day push.
But I like that one.
Right? Isn't that wait, let me just double check. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna go to our 90 day thing.
I liked it. I thought it was very
Nana's
nice.
giant bush.
I think everyone should trim up their bush. I know I trimmed my bush up a couple days ago, so I'm pretty proud of my bush.
Okay, now that's more like it. Nana's pretty proud of her bush. Can we get an update? It's been so long, Nana.
It really has. Thank you, honey. It really has. You can see it in the background here, and it's kind of dark. So I'm going to just kind of flip this light real quick.
Okay.
Can we see it back there?
Sure.
Really.
Yeah. I mean, I
well,
can
sort of. What's happening is my bush is flowering, and I don't know if any of you have had your bush flower before. I know most of you have been deflowered, but
are you slut shaming our audience? Oh, we need a Nana's cancel meter. We need Renee in here to count how many times Nana gets us canceled. First of the night was slut shaming by I need a slut shaming.
And that's
segment.
fine.
Go ahead,
and this will
Nana.
all come. You had to put this all together, plus work full time, where I took a nap today, and it was a nice long nap because thank you. I do have a huge bush, but it's flowering here. I also have another one in the corner that's also flowering.
2 bushes? You have double bush?
I have double bushed it. You know, some people double bag at the grocery store. I double bush. So yes, and they're flowering. So I get confused. I don't believe this is a Christmas one. It wouldn't be a Thanksgiving one. So what is this? It's flowering now. We're past Thanksgiving. I remember we're past Christmas. I remember taking the tree down. So I don't know what these are called, but I'll have to check.
You have a special bush, Nana.
Well, duh. Of course I do. I have 2 bushes. Thank you very much.
Your bush is infected though with actually not infected. You have some friends that have been visiting your bush. Can you tell us about your new bush friends?
Yes, I can. Thank you. I've been watering it, and then at night I hear
like Tilly right now on my lap.
Just like that. I'm thinking, what the hell is that? I have 2 little frogs that live in there, and I have the frogs because these were outside for a while on the porch. They had frogs in them because we're, in a cold climate, had to bring them in. Well, the frogs came with. Well, I couldn't put the frogs out now. They'll die. So they're going to live here till spring, and then I'll pick them up and take them out. There has been times when the frogs have left the plant. They left my bush.
Oh
and
my God.
I'll find them out in the hallway, one of them, and I'll just pick them up and go, come on, and put them back into the bush.
Oh, they're trying to get, do you think that your new friends don't like your bush?
I've had people say they weren't really excited about it, and that's okay.
You have people trying to escape your bush, Nana?
Let me get out. Oh, yes. Well, that happens. You can't please everyone, can you?
And your bush isn't for everyone, or is it?
One doesn't know, but the frogs aren't really allowed to leave the bush. I think they just kind of jump out. Like when I had our Christmas village here, they were in the town of Bedford Falls. One jumped out and went to I was going to say Mancini's, not Mancini's, Martini's, which is a little bar. He was hopping along to go to Martini's.
He was getting drunk with Mr. Gower.
That's right. That's right. That's your
Mhm.
saddest part of the show. We shouldn't
I
mention
hate
that
that part of the
'cause you
movie when they
you
spray Mr.
oh,
Gower with the water. And where do you get one of those water spray things? Because I feel like back in the day, they were always on TV spraying people with
well, it's
like
seltzer water, honey. It's seltzer water, and you
like
put that
LaCroix.
in drinks. It's before LaCroix.
But I feel
BL
like it wasn't the
BLC.
squirt gun. He used like an actual.
No, they had these bottles that were seltzer water that would
Mhm.
spray, and I believe it was for drinks. I don't know what kind of drinks you would use for seltzer water, but um,
Oh, like gin
not.
and
I was
tonics.
just thinking of that, but it's not tonic water, it's a seltzer water, so it would
So a
spray.
vodka seltzer or like anything. You can mix anything, I think, with seltzer, right?
I think you could.
Yeah, we don't know much.
Everything but Diet Pepsi.
You could put up a little fence. Thank you, Indiana Girl Jules. You could put up a little fence, Larissa's saying, to keep
There was a fence
the frog.
around my little,
It's a Wonderful Lifetime.
yes, that was back here that I took down. There was a little fence, but they started out like little tree frogs, about this tiny,
Yeah,
and
how
now
big
they're
are they
about
now?
this big.
Can you show us one, or is it you don't want to disrupt them?
I don't really wanna disrupt them.
Yeah, that's probably rude.
I
Just let them
I
be.
I look to see where they are,
Yeah, we
and
don't want to exploit them.
they're union. They're on break. So I can
That
see that they're there. I can hear them. So, and I don't mind, poor little frogs. I just can't put them out in this kind of weather.
you just can't. And they're finding bugs or crabs in Nana's bush. Have you ever had crabs in your bush?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, good.
Not that I could blame anybody for, but things happen. But they're probably looking for
Oh.
bugs, and I'm sure there are some kind of little, I don't know, I hate to say mites or something, but they could be eating the bush itself.
Someone's eating your bush? Oh my God. Both bushes or just one? Nana's getting her bush eaten, and we're
Just
just finding out
just
now.
just the one from the little
Oh my
froggy.
God.
Twang your magic twanger, froggy. Okay.
Oh my gosh, Nana.
So
Everyone is
that
saying, Nana, you're looking so good. It's been a while. Hi,
Oh,
Dream
thanks.
Sketcher.
Thanks. I put on makeup tonight. Speaking of makeup, I got the nice $25 Sephora gift
Uh-oh.
certificate.
This takes us into our other new segment, which is Keeping Up with Kohl. Yay! Keeping up with Kohl's. Some people keep up with the Kardashians. We prefer to keep up with Kohl's and the Kardashians a little bit too. But Nana, this is our shopping segment. It doesn't have to be necessarily about Kohl's, but we always find our way back to Kohl's. But what did you get? What did you get?
Well, here's the thing.
Mhm.
It's a long story, so I'll just make it long. I went because my iPad wasn't taking a charge. So I went to the Apple store at the mall, and they only have
Oh, you went to
one
the Apple Geniuses?
I went to the Apple Geniuses, and they're all young. Okay. Now they're all
Okay.
young. And I said, I can't get this to go into the actual iPad, and
What
it
go
won't
in?
take a charge.
Oh, a
The
charge.
charger, like on the side
Charging
here.
cord. Mhm.
Yeah, so I couldn't get that to go in. And he goes, well, there's something
Mm.
in here, because they're taking little paintbrush, little teeny brushes and stuff and trying to get it out. And I says, it could be Cheeto dust. I'm just saying. I'm not techie, but I think it's Cheeto dust. And so they couldn't. Some little crumbs came out, but
Have
not
you never
enough.
cleaned the inside of it?
And it could
You,
be
like,
little Cheeto
sprayed
dust.
it with
No,
the cans of compressed
no.
air?
But now I know about those.
Oh, you didn't know about Nana, you and I used to watch Intervention. Remember the chick that huffed it and was walking on sunshine? That's what you need.
Linda and I just talked about that
I feel like I'm
today.
walking on sunshine.
Feel like
Remember
I'm
her?
walking on sunshine. Yes, Linda and I just talked about that today. So Linda
Yes.
said, what you could have done is taken Paul's compressor outside. They have the compressor to blow up our things, tires, things
Tires?
like that.
Okay. The air compressor.
Air
Okay.
compressor. And I says, well, that's awful big. I don't think you could blow that in there. But they have different things, like a little.
Attachments.
That's it.
Got it.
That's
I love that I
where we
can
came.
speak your language and I can translate what you're saying.
Thank you. And what she meant by that was, okay. So I was sleeping. I just want to say, okay. I was sleeping today. I woke up and my old charger and my old iPad is charging. And I go, this is the old one. What happened? Paul says, well, I took it outside and I blew it into it. And then I plugged it in and it's charging.
Dad blew your iPad? Dad
blew my iPad. So it's busy.
And your bush got eaten. I mean, I am so glad I don't live there. This sounds like.
I'm so sorry. But the moral of the story is I bought a new iPad and now the old one's working. Now, does that happen to anybody else? They go to replace something where it could have been a kind of a quick fix, but because you didn't know what was wrong with it, and you purchased another one.
A whole new iPad when all you had to do was get some compressed air, take a little, don't do that, but walk on sunshine, spray it.
But the joy of it is it's a bigger iPad. I really like it.
Oh yeah.
It's got it's a darker finish to it. I like it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's
new is always better. I mean, new is always better.
So much clearer. And I didn't, so often they say, would you like to just leave yours here and we'll give you a $25 credit? Well, no.
$25. No,
that's enough.
It works. They lied to you, Nana. They were like, well, I mean.
I don't know, you could be giving this to the poor people on Johnson Parkway. But anyway, I got the new iPad. Now I got another one. So my question to you and Linda, both tonight. Yeah, kind of. Okay. Both tonight was if I let
you still haven't gotten a new chair.
No, I don't need no stinking
She needs
chair.
2 working iPads, but she doesn't need a new chair. And every now and then in the broadcast, she will just drop down. And that is
that's right. That's
getting your priorities. Maybe the chair's got Cheetos in it. It needs to be, maybe you got to blow the chair. Dad blow the chair.
I think everything needs to be blown around here because I tend to get a little snacky. And so we got crumbs. Just call me crummy. Crummy.
So you have compressed air now, though, so you can blow things yourself. You don't need your husband to blow things.
Sue, maybe it is. It's clearer because of your new glasses. It's been an expensive week. We got new glasses, a new iPad. You're right. That could be it. So anyway, I left there. With this, my cute little bag that they give you. And sometimes, when you're young and you're waiting on an older person, these are things not to say. And someone shouldn't tell you that when you're in the sales end of it. But they said, I think you should get this kind where you put your finger on there and you don't have to remember your passwords because you did forget your last password.
Ooh, oh, he reminded you that you forgot.
And I said, listen here. I says, I won't be around to see this, but someday your kids, and the kid was maybe, 23. I says, your kids will come to you and go, what do you mean you don't get that? Everybody understands this. I won't be here to see it, but I hope I can see it from heaven because it will happen. So
Nana was like this to him.
You can go.
You're not hearing me, Mare.
Little girl.
Oh, Nana was not having it. So you told this 23-year-old who just casually mentioned that you had forgotten your password. Maybe it'd be better if you do the fingerprint or something. You were like, listen, don't you tell me nothing because you're going to get old and you're going to die alone and your kids are going to hate you and I'm going to be looking down from heaven and you're going to be getting close to going to hell. And that's how is that what you scared this poor guy? He probably didn't even mean anything by it.
He meant something by it. No, he meant something by it.
How you're a Scorpio though. So say it how he said it.
He said, listen, you old biddy. That's what I was hearing in my head. You need to get this recognition of your fingerprint instead of all these passwords because you just made up a new password and you can't remember it. And I said, you know how many passwords I have? Julie says, why don't you write them down? You should write them down.
I do say that.
I did. And I took a notebook and I wrote every one of them down. But I had just made this new one up for my new iPad 10 minutes prior. So the guy left me, went to the girl and said, did you just make a new password for her? Do you remember what it was? And she remembered it. So I thought, great. Yeah, she was wonderful. Oh, I just loved her. Shout out to her. She had a beautiful tattoo right here of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It was,
Mhm.
yeah, she was a darling girl. So anyway, we're getting back to Sephora.
Okay.
So I left the store. I went upstairs and we went out the Macy's way because we have to park one place
Mhm.
each time, and kind of similar to where we parked maybe months ago that we
Or you'll
went to this.
forget.
We'll forget where we parked. Okay. So we
Oh.
know this stuff.
So you need a
We-
parking book and a password book where you can write down where you parked. You know what you can do, Nana? Is you
Yes.
in the notes in your phone, just write 3A or whatever you know how they have those signs where you're
They
parking,
Yeah, they had no
or
signs.
take a picture of it.
Then if I have to take a picture where I parked, I'm really in trouble. But if I park like close to, not in, close to the handicap, then I'll always remember. And so
Are
we
you
have
parking
this.
in the handicap, Nana?
I do not have handicap stickers, nor do I need it yet. Nor do I
We're
need
gonna have
it.
to play you the "Where is your scooter?" We don't have that, but we do have
I
this.
said what I said.
I said what I said, and where is your scooter? Where is it? Because if Kim Zolciak Bierman sees you parking there, she will tell on you like she told on Nene. So be careful.
And she should, because if you don't have a handicap sticker, you shouldn't be parking there. But I park as close as I can to the handicap parking things.
Why?
And then I'll remember where I'm at. I'll
Okay.
look down and look at the different handicap things and go, okay, I'm in this row straight ahead of Macy's. So I'm leaving the Apple store with my little purchase. I'm so excited. Then I
Mhm.
said, I have a Sephora gift card I got from Judy,
Ooh,
my friend,
fun.
and she watches
Judy
the
Rossback?
podcast too. Yep.
I remember I see her name pop up on Facebook. Shout out to Judy.
Hi, Judy. So it was so nice. So I went to Sephora, and oh my gosh, I just love that store because I
What'd you
love going with
get?
you. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but
Let's
my
see.
under eyes
Oh, they look really good. It looks very bright.
are lightened. And the girl was so nice to me. And she was about your age. And I was telling her about
Okay.
this new podcast and to watch us.
Oh,
And she says,
what's her name? Maybe she's watching.
I'm forgetting her name now, and I shouldn't have. She was
You need a book now to write the names down of the people you meet, a parking book. Can someone keep track of this? We need a parking book, a password book, and a people book. The 3 Ps so
She
far.
was just so sweet, and she took time with me. And I says, I have this $25 gift certificate. It's got it's burned a hole in my pocket. I gotta spend this. So I got that stuff. And I don't usually spend that kind of money on things, but seeing that $25, that was great.
Oh, you
It was
don't?
a nice gift. No. And I'm not, and no shout out to Maybelline or anything, but or CoverGirl, but I'm not buying that stuff. But
No.
I go in these stores and it's like, where do I go besides the podcast that I'm being seen? So I don't usually wear makeup, but I think I should more often now.
Oh,
because
you do?
Well, I don't wear them. I don't wear makeup that much.
But you're so
But-
naturally beautiful.
Well, maybe that was it. Maybe that's it.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sure that's what that girl said. And she was just so sweet.
Mhm.
And we started talking about housewives, and I told her about the podcast. And she asked me, what's my favorite thing that's happening? I said that Rena left. And she says, me too. I says, but I love Harry and I'm going to miss Harry. So, okay. So I used a Sephora gift card. I got new glasses. I got a new iPad.
Now,
It's
is
been
this-
a very expensive week.
Is this the stuff you got? I think I know because I think you kind of mentioned.
It was
What brand is it?
box something? No,
Smashbox?
that's it.
I have that one.
Oh, I just love it. And that looks like the color. It's called
Yeah, fair.
fair to something. Yeah, fair to
Yeah.
something. Fair to neutral.
Fair to fairly light or something. I have that as well. Now, I got that because they ran out of my favorite under eye concealer, which is the NARS matte concealer that comes in the same kind of packaging, a little container like that, but they're always out of it. NARS is out of it online. Sephora is out of it. And I think the color I wear is like Agolado or something. It's
Oh,
like the whitest
cute
white, like
stuff.
vampire.
Okay.
But I got this one. I like it. It does brighten, but I feel like I need more for the darkness under my eyes.
Well,
Like,
that's what I have.
but
and-
I have more than you do. I have
Oh, you always
like how
get
grandma
more than me. Okay.
Yes. But remember how grandma had like darker circles? I very much
Yes.
have that too, especially as I get older. So this NARS one that I found, and it's a matte,
Oh.
is so good. But unfortunately I've been out of it. So I've been using this, and this one's okay, but it's not as, I think it's a little too shiny. It's not, I need something matte, but this is a good one if you just have a little bit like Nana and you just want to brighten up your eyes or even on the lids as like a base.
Okay.
I like it.
I
knew,
loved it.
like, I bet you got the same one as I did.
And I did. And I went there because she's showing me, at first she showed me a powder. I go, we're staying away from powders because it cakes up on me and it makes me look older. It accentuates wrinkles.
No, it depends on the powder, because you can now get, NARS has a translucent one that is really good if you just want a setting powder. But also I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury one that is a little powdery, but it's very light. You're thinking of like old school powders.
That old powder press, the powder puff.
And you don't ever want to use that. You want to get yourself a powder, a specific brush, swirl, tap, and then just do a little bit.
And I also use that stuff that we bought last time I was in town. And the highlighting,
the Merit.
Billy Ball had this and I loved it.
Very nice.
I used hers once and it was a little blush, but this isn't a blush. It's kind of highlights and it makes your skin look dewy and soft.
Makes your skin look Huey, Dewey, and Louie. ALS says, I paid $52 for a skinny tube of IT makeup at Sephora last weekend. It's so amazing, but worth it. I have used that brand before, and it is really good. And it's,
is it called IT? Or
yeah, it's like IT. I don't know what it stands for. I'll look it up real quick. But it's
I think you have to be a computer programmer to wear it in the IT department.
IT cosmetics. So they got a BB cream, CC cream. I think, did you get their CC cream? Well, that one's 44. But I've had the CC cream before, and I liked it. So yeah.
It's so much stuff in that store. I could just stand there. I'm one that loves to shop.
That's how you spell NARS, Billy Ball. And also the NARS Under Eye Matte is recommended for women over 40, because once you get, you get older, you see the young girls doing the makeup tutorials, which they're great at it. I love it. But when they put on that huge amount of concealer under their eyes, once you're, over 35, over 40, definitely, you're like, I can't put that much because it'll sit, like Nana was saying. And then if I put too much of the NARS concealer under my eyes, then it just sits in my wrinkles. And when I smile, it's just like, so you have to put just enough. You just need a little bit. And I made that mistake many times, but that's why I always Google like makeup for over 40, because they do make a lot of this makeup when they have the women, do the demonstrations and stuff. They look great because they're like 20, they're 30. You're like, hell yeah, you look fantastic. But that makeup's going to sit so much different on your skin as it ages. And so I always look for reviews from women around my age or older.
I like that.
So,
and next time I'm in town, I'd like to go to your Sephora because I like it, because it's the way it's set up and stuff. And I would like to have someone put my makeup on for me, because they do that.
You should, Nana.
And I think it's really fun. I just think that would be fun to do. So,
well, I can do it too. I always do your makeup. I like doing your makeup because Nana has very smooth skin, and makeup sits really nicely on your face. Graphics, yes. IT is the best. The CC cream is really good. Yes, I use a primer. I'm just obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury. Once I started wearing Charlotte Tilbury, I just haven't looked back. And so she has a primer that has SPF in it. And so I use that. Because anything that has SPF, I'm like, give it to me. I need it. I need it. I need it.
If we're talking primer, I use primer in the bedroom downstairs when I painted over those dark red walls.
They're gonna say something else. I was like, oh goodness.
No, we're not. Those dark red walls, you had to put a primer on first in order to cover that up.
Dark walls. You had blood walls. You kind of did, right?
Well, it was called Bed of Roses or something like that, the color. And back in the day, it was very popular. And then I needed to get back down there and lighten it up, which I did. But that was primer. It is a crime not to prime, according to Trixie and Nikki tutorials.
And Nikki. Yeah, I mean, it is. Primer is like your base. That's you're setting it and makes it smoother. just, I mean, I don't know all the technicals, but when you use a primer, my makeup sits better. It sits longer. It's just, I don't know. They might have tricked me. It might be, like big pharma, big makeup has convinced me I need a primer, but I love a primer. Mm-hmm.
All right. See, and my primer is like that Jergens, where it smooths out wrinkles, and I believe it does. And can I just mention this necklace I have? Can you see that?
Yes. Let's see. Stand up a little more so I can see it.
Jolene bought me this, and I absolutely love this necklace. It is a Betsy Johnson.
Nana loves Betsy Johnson, so I was like, I just bought stuff off your Amazon wish list because I was like, I know you want that. So for Christmas, I just bought you gifts from that.
So bad. Isn't it just the prettiest? It's got little bits of everything in it. I just
so
love
you
it.
too.
It is.
Really
I'm not a dainty kind of person.
No, you're
more
not.
of a chunky kind of gal with Cheeto dust. Okay.
Me too. Olivia, what's Shape Tape? I gotta Google this. I have never heard of this.
Olivia,
is that for your under eye?
I think it's under boobage.
Shape Tape concealer.
I could use that. Shape Tape. Kind of tape them up.
Shape Tape. Oh, the Tarte? Oh, I've heard good things about Tarte concealer. That also came up. I didn't know it was called Shape Tape. Okay, so Tarte is a makeup brand. So it's Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I might have to try that too because I'm all for trying stuff, but I do like the NARS, but that for a little, because it has, NARS has, you got to put either a little concealer, you can put your finger in it, or I do have a concealer brush, or you could use, I guess, a sponge when your makeup sponges. But this one comes with a sponge, which I'm used to with concealer, but the NARS one doesn't. Okay.
I don't have sponges. I've never used sponges. I know you do when I come and you do my makeup.
I use a mixture of brushes and sponges.
Q-tips like that.
No, Nana.
Why? What's wrong with Q-tips?
You
get 180.
The surface space is like this little. What do you use it for? Your eyes?
Yeah, for the concealer. I touch it on the Q-tip and I go like this.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for foundation. Well, what do you do for foundation?
God gave you fingers. They might be arthritic, but they still work.
Whatever works for you. Odell Chick says, met Betsy Johnson in the elevator. She was really nice. Nana would love to meet Betsy Johnson.
Serious? How old is Betsy Johnson?
She's probably like 70 something, maybe 80.
Chunky kind of gal with Cheeto dust. Yeah, I like this makeup talk stuff. This is kind of fun.
Betsy Johnson is 80 years old. Holy shit. I had no idea. She looks awesome.
She's got some great taste. I love her stuff. I just love it. So anyway,
she's so fun.
Nice.
She's such a fun designer. Let us know you guys' favorite makeup concealers.
Winky Lux. You guys, just have all these Winky Lux. That sounds kind of dirty, but I like it
too. The fingers warm the foundation. Good point.
Oh, I like
Olivia says the Shape Tape was big on YouTube beauty scene a few years back, but yes, it's Tarte. I've seen that pop up on all the lists because when I Google, makeup for over 40 and stuff, or the best concealer, Tarte was one of them, I believe, too. Okay. And MAC. I know a lot of people are diehard MAC. I never got into MAC makeup, but I remember when I was younger, I was like, that is so, I thought MAC was like the fanciest. It's pretty fancy, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't be that fancy. But I don't even know if I've ever owned anything MAC.
I mean, there's so many different, in my day, we would go to Dayton's, and my big deal, you had Clinique and you had Estee Lauder. And I loved Estee Lauder because it's my initials. So when you'd get something, it would have the EL on it. And it was like personalized makeup just for me. So anyway.
That's great. Personalized for Nana. This was a long time ago when she met Betsy Johnson.
Oh,
she was dressed crazy but beautiful. I mean, that's totally her style. I mean, she's so original. Olivia was saying that the Winky Lux whipped primer. Ooh.
It sounds fun. I mean, who doesn't like a little whipped primer? You know what I mean? I think that would be fabulous.
DJ said it drives me crazy when content creators apply tinted moisturizer with the sponge or brush. Yeah, anytime I've had a tinted moisturizer, I think I've applied it with my fingers, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did a little sponge. I'd probably be one of those people that would.
And
Billy Ball says Mac has great lipstick. Billy Ball knows a lot about makeup. She's got the
I
good
know
stuff too.
I know she does. She does. And I remember going through her makeup bag. I think
You
she
should
was in the
steal
room.
some.
Anyway. Anyway,
Well,
she
she
did. She
introduced
had
us to that Merit, and I got the lip gloss, and that was the highlighter. And I like Merit. Their stuff is very quality, and
I love the stuff
just
that when we go
feels
to
expensive. Oh,
Sephora, and I love the idea that Sephora is in Kohl's now. That's really fun.
right. It always comes back to Kohl's. I made a Sephora purchase today. I got myself the Charlotte Tilbury powder because I bought recently the NARS translucent one, and that's all fine and dandy, Randy. But sometimes I thought I could replace the Charlotte Tilbury with the NARS one, but I think I need both because there are some days where I need a powder that has a little bit of color to
Okay.
it. What else did I get? Oh, I got Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, a new lip liner. I love it. It's like a nude color lip liner.
Okay.
Mine is down to this, and then the Pillow Talk lipstick as well,
Cute
the
stuff.
lightest, and then
Cute names. I mean,
Charlotte Tilbury lotion. The face lotion, I love it, but it's way too expensive.
well, some of the stuff is very expensive. You're
It's way
right.
too expensive. I'm just like, it's
just
good, but I'm just like, I go through it so quickly, and you get like a jar like this for $100,
ooh.
but
Ouch.
it leaves your skin so soft and ready to put on makeup. And again, maybe big makeup is just lying to me, but
I'm not sure. I do know I've learned a lot from you with makeup. Usually you're supposed to learn from your mother, but I've learned from you. Mascara has a shelf life.
it definitely has a shelf life. And when you go over that shelf life, you're going to be picking clumps out, and it's not going to be
Right.
pretty.
Right.
Okay.
And you mix it with Cheeto dust, and it's so pretty as an eyeliner. Anyway.
Ooh, Warrior uses a magic mineral spray foundation. Oh, I do like Thrive Cosmetics. I love their little I buy from them. They have these like you would love it, Nana. They have eyeshadow sticks,
We
and
used
they're
to have
just
sticks.
yeah, and but they have all different kinds of colors, and they're really fun.
I had a blue one, and Linda and I would share it. And it was in
That's a lot
gold.
of germs.
Well, we didn't care. And you'd roll it up, and then blue eyeshadow, and then we get the
Ooh,
green. We weren't big on the blue, but we
gorgeous.
liked the green too. And it was kind of a creamy thing. Yeah. Because things are just cyclical. What is sick?
Cyclical?
That's it. It's that
And
too.
it's cyclical and cyclicaler.
It is.
And sick.
And it's
Things
just
are
sick.
sick.
And things come back. Like, that little whoosh with an eyeliner.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a gal in 9th grade that would sit there in English class and put her makeup on, and we'd all watch her, and she'd have that little thing. So that we're talking 1968, 69. So it all
Well, that
comes
definitely
back.
is a sick, like in the 60s, I think everyone was doing the winged stuff, right?
Right.
That was when it
Right.
was popular. And then a magic mineral spray foundation, that interests me. Spray foundations always
Thrive
interest.
Cosmetics.
Yeah. I feel like this is a safe place to admit my obsession with skincare. I mean, just it is, because I have the same obsession. I never thought I would be so obsessed, but I enjoy it. And I got Chell onto a like face routine where, Chell, I think guys, they just don't, not all guys, but I just don't think there's like, I think now there's more marketing toward them, but really they just market toward us women. But for a lot of, especially straight men, I feel like they just think, whatever, I'll put some water on my face and like bar soap. And I'm like, oh, so I actually got him into buying certain products, and he sees the difference on his face and the difference in using like a, toner and this exfoliant stuff and an actual like nice like Kiehl's face wash and putting lotion on your face every day. Like, it's okay to take care of your skin. Your skin is like your largest cell on your body. It's like the
It's your
biggest
largest organ.
organ. That's what it is. It's the largest organ, right, on the body.
I saw Jamie in the chat, and I thought organ. Largest organ. Largest organ. So
I think to me, it's like you're just investing in this thing that people are seeing constantly. And it just, if something makes my skin feel good and look
Yes.
good, I'm gonna pay the money. Yes, I got Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the lip liner and the lipstick.
Oh, that's so nice. Let's go to Jamie, shall we? Do people still use bar
Nana
soap?
does.
I
Ugh,
do, Jamie, because I go to Joe's
oh
house
my
and
god.
I'm in the shower, I'm going, where is the bar soap? Where's, where is your
I actually got a
dial
bar
soap?
soap for you when you come. I swear, but it's a fancy one.
Oh, I just, good
Not
old
dial.
dial, the
No,
white.
Nana. It dries your skin out. And it's like, and also you're using it and do you rub it on your body? And then
I
someone
rub it
else
on my
uses it?
hands. Are you saying in the crotch area and then someone else
Or
uses it on their
in your
face?
butt? Do you put the thing between your butt? Like what? I don't understand.
No, no, you know how you wash, with your hands. And yeah, I mean, you just get the suds on there,
I just
right?
don't like
Okay.
bar
Okay.
soap.
I love bar soap. And I didn't know about this body wash because I didn't, you guys. I didn't. I didn't know what this stuff was. I thought, you put it on the thing next to your sink and you're washing your hands with it. But it's a wash you can put in the shower with you or shower gel, if you will. But give me bar soap every day. Just and then I
Anyone
like
else want to admit to bar soap with Nana? I bet you there's lots of people. I mean, they're selling it still. I remember you and Dad always had Irish Spring, and I was like, oh my
I love the
god.
smell of Irish Spring. Oh, and then I take it out in the garden with a little vegetable peeler and I put it all around like my vegetables and stuff. And the rabbits hate it, so they won't mess with my vegetables.
Don't mess with my veggies. I'll be the one to bring you. Okay, ALS says, can you recommend a good mascara that lengthens? I have short lashes
Oh,
with blonde tips. Okay, I recently discovered this mascara. And it is at Sephora, it's at Ulta, it's at everywhere, and it was on the Allure list, obviously Glamour list as well. It's not expensive. This one in particular, I never get a soft black. I always get the blackest black when I get one. But this is a great mascara. This one in particular, I've actually I've had this one before. So there's two sides to it. There's a lengthening and a thickening. I didn't love this particular the lengthening, the brush that has the two things on it because I felt like it was too much work. It was an extra step I didn't need. But if you're looking to lengthen, I think that this one would be a good one. The Ilia, I think that's how you pronounce it, Limitless Lash Mascara. Otherwise, the one I use, I'll show you, is this one. And ever since I started with Ilia, I really like it. I get Ilia Fullest Volume. So I get this one.
that just sounds fun. And what you bought
It,
me, the Estee Lauder one, it's my favorite. Estee Lauder
yeah,
does not
that's
make my
your
eyes
go-to.
water. It's very nice.
So this is the one I use, which comes, the packaging is just a little more of a taupe color compared to the lengthening
Oh,
one
okay.
is a white container for the mascara. So this one is the one I use. So I don't know if that helps you at all, ALS, but I really like it. I like this one. And again, you can get it at Sephora, you can get it at Ulta, you can go to their website to get it.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoy it. But I have heard, like, I have a friend, my friend Jenny, she always had her eyelashes look great and she used L'Oreal Voluminous. So there are some drugstore ones that create great lashes for people. But I
Oh,
just,
L'Oreal
you know,
Volume.
which one I hate is any of the newer CoverGirl ones with the very plastic
Oh, no, I'm not good with that
thing.
plastic. I've gotten one of those and they
Mm-mm.
they bunch up and it doesn't smooth at all through your lashes. Um, Jamie B, you got to go on gunkle duty. Okay, honey. We love
Have
having
fun,
you with
Jamie
us.
B. Yeah, so people are saying L'Oreal. Amber Lynn uses bar soap, Dove bar soap. You know what? But Dove, I feel like, is a softer than
Dove
Dial is so Dial, and then Dove, Dial, Dove.
Ivory for sensitive skin. Plus, we always used Ivory when we were kids. That's all my mom would
Mhm.
buy because she could find the soap because it's the only one that floats.
Oh, really?
Yes. Just a thought, kids.
That's so funny. So Beekman, Kelly says, makes beautiful soap. And Sue H says, I have bar soap in my Survivor prepper in your doomsday package.
Do you have one of those, honey? I think, is that what you're going to take out with you in case of a fire? I mean, that and a
That's
few
what she
photographs.
plans on eating if food runs
Oh,
out.
I
You can just
see.
take a big bite of that. Warrior says the Thrive mascara. So yeah.
I love that. Someone in the chat, and I lost it now, but it was pretty funny. Says, what does Tammy Faye Baker, what did she use? She used everybody's mascara.
She probably used that. What is that one mascara that's like iconic now with the your sister used to use it. Kathy used it and it was pink with the green top.
Pink and green. I
remember
it.
that when she was getting ready and I was like a little girl and I used to just like look up to her like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And she's getting ready and she'd always pull out her pink. And I said, oh, when I get older, I'm going to get that mascara. And I got it. And I was like, this stuff sucks.
What about an eyelash?
But a lot of people still like it.
How about an eyelash curler? All my friends in high school had eyelash curlers and I could
never owned one.
I haven't either. I tried theirs and it's like kind of like, I thought I'm going to rip my eyeball out. I never could get used to it. I didn't know how to use it. Maybe I was going backwards with it. I'm not sure.
Well, I always was scared I was going to squeeze my eyelid and like, I don't want to brag, but my eyelashes kind of already curl on their own. Maybe my eyelashes could be a lot better if I curl them, but I just don't want to start. I made it this far.
All right. I didn't think mine could get any better. So Indiana Girl Juice, thanks for the mascara recommendation. And what did she say? My 13-year-old. Oh, I just missed it. I'm sorry. My 13-year-old wants a good mascara. We have entered the makeup interest and she's very fair skin and also sensitive skin. Yeah.
I'm very fair and I have sensitive skin. And I will say the Ilia stuff I've had no issue with. And there'll be times where I'll get eye watering because of allergies and stuff. And sometimes caused by mascara. So if she is very fair skin and she has sensitive skin, that definitely talk to the gals and guys at Sephora because they will know for other makeups to look at. But I would stay away from probably like drugstore stuff if she does have sensitive skin because that. I remember when I was in junior high, 13, I was using, remember the CoverGirl of like it was like water foundation and it kind of came shaped like skinny up here and then went out a little bit and you shake it up and then you put your finger over it and then you just put
you put dots all over and then you'd have this line. It would be orange and you had this line that went like this. That was a nice look. My dad would always have at home lava. Okay.
What's lava?
Lava bar soap. And he was a mechanic on the railroad. And also a fireman, volunteer fireman. Shout out to our volunteer firemen. Love you. And that's the only thing that would get grease off his hands. Well, I didn't know the difference. And it was down in the laundry room. So I would wash my hands with that. And they were so dry afterwards. So lava. Look it up. It's great.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I also got the Ilia, I think, liquid liner I wanted to try because I'm still not great with eyeliners. I want to be better, but I'm just not that good at it because I didn't always wear eyeliner and I rarely during the pandemic I really started playing with eyeliner more. So I'm going to try it again. And I try to do a little wing, but I'm just not good at that either.
I think you're really good at makeup and DGF. I love this. My dad had lava too. And when we were cleaning out Dad's house, I took his last thing of lava and I have it underneath my sink. I'm a little
sentimental.
So sentimental. And every once in a while, I'll just pick it up and look at it.
I've never even seen it, Dad. I don't think.
Yeah, it's underneath the sink upstairs. It's lava.
Graphic says, when I was maybe 6 or 7, I put my mom's mascara on and my grandma told me to wash it off or I would go blind.
That's what the nuns told us too.
I mean, that kind of like fear parenting is, I think everybody has that experience, you know?
I love that.
How else do you get the kids to
and honey,
I guess
just Kelly, oh my OMG, that lava soap took off 10 layers of skin off. Honey, if that was the case, I'd be using it on my butt. But anyway,
I would use it on my chins.
I would go, here you go.
Really fantastic. All right, we have another new segment. Here we go. Next Door with Nana, the crime update. So if you guys don't know, Nana's a huge crime buff. She doesn't necessarily stay up to date with like the 2020s and the like murder documentaries, but she does stay up to date what's going on in her neighborhood. And she also subscribes to a YouTube channel for the sheriff of St. Paul, Minnesota, goes on ride-alongs a la cops and films it. And so I said, Nana, your new segment is you need to tell us what's going on the Nextdoor app that I think a lot of people check, right? It's the app that people can report crime. I don't have it, but what do you do with it?
It's everything. Linda told me about it a while back. And I said, oh, gee, I should have that. So I got the app and it's for your area. And it's people saying, I'm looking for a plumber that I can trust. Does anyone have any suggestions? And a lot of times I think the plumbers go out there and write their own names in. I would if I was a plumber.
So would I. I
would.
When people are looking for like comedians, I'm always like, have you heard of Joleen Lunzer? She's great.
She's great.
She's so good.
And electricians and things. And if somebody was bad about a job, they'll throw it out there. I had so-and-so do my roof. They did a horrible job. Never, get this. We put money down. They left town with the money, so it's all this stuff. I love Nextdoor. It's the best. Thank you, Julie. Some of ours isn't as exciting. We do have things where people go, I saw a suspicious car.
I thought Nextdoor was just for crime.
Oh, it isn't. But they get into the crime stuff too. They get into everything. Anything
you
about the neighborhood.
About the crime stuff. Or
Did
you hear somebody's going around taking dumps in people's mailboxes? And I was like, what? Yeah, it happened over on 62nd Street. I was like, who's taking a dump? I don't know. That's what it said on Nextdoor. They found human feces in there. I was like, huh?
Everybody has Ring now. So anything that happens, you can find out. And a lot of the people, I think, and Nextdoor, and it's just me, but I think they're lonely, some of the stuff that they put out there.
Oh, can we hear some of those? I mean, I know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think what the lonely ones would be.
Yeah, there's got to be a lonely one. Or people like, hey, looking for someone to come over and jump on my trampoline with me, or
I've had we're new to the area. We're new to the area. We don't know many people. If you're interested in walking,
that's kind of cute though.
I live on this street. I'd be happy to walk with you. But then we are so afraid of people now for good reason, for good reason. We're afraid to extend ourselves, Portland.
I'm looking that up. I don't care. You know me with the poop stuff.
See, now Sue H is saying a neighbor complained about a drone flying over her house. It's that kind of stuff. People are going, have you seen these kids walking down the street? They were suspicious. They were going slowly by my mailbox. Really?
Are you serious?
Yes, unless you're seeing that mailbox open up and someone's taken something from it. Really? Kids can't even walk up and down the street anymore. There's been a suspicious car by a bus stop where kids were, and I like that kind of stuff. So be careful.
What's suspicious about it? What do they say? Like
it was one man in the car sitting alone, motor running, just looking at the kids. That kind of stuff.
Was his kid though, like maybe on the stop and he was just
waiting to watch him? It could have been, but they don't look into any more of it. They're just saying, here's the car, So
it's like the Karen app.
It could be the Karen app. A lot of it could be. Mm-hmm. A lot of it could be. Let's talk about mailboxes. We just went back to mailboxes. Can we talk a little bit about mailboxes?
We'll do mailboxes, but first we have to hear we do mailboxes. Okay, that's fine.
Is that all right?
I don't run the show. It's Nana, you're the star, so you can do it. You could do it. I don't know why I was trying to hold you back.
And I thought you were doing just great, keeping me in line. Me in line.
You tell us. You want to talk about mailboxes, lady? Are you the one pooping in your neighbor's mailbox?
I'm not pooping in the neighbor's mailbox.
Because that you would be my new damn hero if you're going.
No. Stop. Okay. I get up early. I don't get out of bed, but I'm on my iPad looking at things going, oh, they just said that they just delivered my little thing from Kohl's that I got. I got to get it. Okay. Let me mention that it was a $20 item. It was a Christmas ornament. I got my percentage off,
That
which
was
was 30%.
shopping segment, Nana. This
Yeah,
would have
but
been great for the shopping segment. We'll keep
well,
going, but
weren't we
that would've
still
been
on that
great.
shopping segment, sorta?
Nana, I just made this in. I put all this work into these damn intros. We're on the crime segment.
And the way I shop is a crime. So here it is.
Got it.
Here it is. I brought you
True.
back. I brought you back.
True. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm reading this and it's on my email going, oh, a package has just been delivered. It's 6 a.m. I got to get out there and get it. It's slippery. I put on my boots. I put on my coat, open up my garage door, walk out the driveway. It is glare ice. Okay. We live in a cold climate. But I thought, I just have to go to the mailbox. I got to see this thing that I
6 a.m. Is the sun even up?
No.
Okay, so it's dark, but you're like, I need to get my Kohl's package. It's an ornament that you got 30% off, then 70% off, and then they paid you to take it out of the store.
I paid $1.71 for this ornament. It
What
was
kind
a
of ornament
20.
is it?
Thank you for asking. I did bring it back upstairs. And I thought, oh, this is just wonderful. Oh, I just thought this is the cutest. And it is the Griswold's car with the tree on it. And
Blocking
right
the view.
here,
Love it.
can you see that?
Sort of, but I can't read it.
Okay. What it says is, well, what does it say? Christmas vacation, Lampoon's Christmas vacation. Okay.
Christmas vacation, Lampoon's Christmas vacation. That's exactly what it says.
That's what it says.
It says Christmas vacation, Lampoon's Christmas
No,
vacation.
it says Lampoon's Christmas vacation.
Okay,
I-
National
I-
Lampoon's.
I started to stutter. Yes. So I saw this and I thought, oh, I got to have that. And it's down. I could get it for $1.71 with free shipping because I'm
Holy
a
shit, that's
MVP.
amazing.
I'm most valuable, MVC, most valuable customer. So it's so cute. It's
So
just a
cute.
little,
Is that a
I
Kohl's
just thought-
term? MVC?
Yeah, most valuable customer. They send me
Well-
things like that.
They don't send me that.
Honey, have you seen my bill? Okay.
Oh, dang it. I got to up my
They-
game. Damn.
I get the MVC and I get free shipping no matter if it's $1.71.
That's how I am with Sephora. I get free shipping, but
See, there you go.
I'm a rouge. What are
So
you?
A rouge. What is that? Oh, I don't have
Sephora.
that. In
You're-
fact,
you
when
just- What? You got to sign up for your points. They give
I
you like
did.
$10 off. Oh, you finally
did.
did?
I did
Okay.
when I was with you, remember?
Oh, yeah. Did you put your number in when you
Yes,
just
I
bought the
did.
Smashbox? Okay.
And then they said you can choose from any of these. Well, they were little things about this big, and
Wait
I
until you
says,
get the $10 off or something better.
You know what I told the gal? Let it roll. I thought I was at the casino. Let it roll.
Let it roll, baby.
So
I don't
just
need that
had to
shit.
have this, okay? Because I knew it was out there. So I
Okay.
got my boots on.
You
I
got
my
up 6
coat,
a.m.
and I'm walking, trudging down to the mailbox. And all of a sudden I start to fall. And it was
Huh?
like slow motion. I got to the mailbox and it was all this ice and snow. And it was like slow mo. And I grabbed onto the mailbox and I pulled the mailbox off. I pulled the whole goddamn mailbox off the thing. And
Isn't it
fell.
pounded into the ground?
Well, no, I mean, not that big stick thing or not the big,
Oh, the actual mailbox.
the mailbox itself that comes off, that
So you
comes
were
out.
like, ah!
And I grabbed onto the mailbox thinking, okay, I
no,
won't fall.
Nana.
And it came off in my hands and I'm looking at it as I'm falling. And I thought, oh, for the Christ's sake, it's like airmail. It was going every which way. and I fell on my knees and kind of off to the side like this. And I
Oh.
laid there and I thought, okay, just regroup. You can't get up fast because you might have broken something.
Were you
They
holding
all-
on to the mailbox like this and on the ice like that? Were you cuddling it?
I was cuddling it and I went down with it and I'm looking going, damn thing isn't even in there. So it's the first thing that went through my mind. Not that I could be bleeding or that people, I could have hurt myself a lot worse than I did. I do have bruises. It's along my back and buttocks.
Oh,
And
around the butt, the old
I
butthole bruises.
I
Yep.
went down fast, but it felt like it was, all happening so slow motion because I kept thinking, why are you doing this, you stupid wench? And down I went. So, okay, so I thought to myself, I wonder how many neighbors saw me. And I tried to get up, and it's hard at any time, but at 68, hard to come up from crunchy snow.
Okay.
It looked like a 10, judges.
On or just the boots?
That what?
Do you have your jacket on or just boots?
My jacket on, and I think what helped me probably was the big jacket. I don't know, but I fell like into the snow.
But did you have
Probably
your night pants on?
I did have night pants on.
That's why you're probably not that hurt, because night pants are magic. Yep. And did you post it on Nextdoor app? Be careful out there, guys. I just bit it. They took my ass out, and also my mailbox. So
I was so embarrassed. So then I get a little
even
mad
out there though.
I know, which really scared me. So I took the damn mailbox and I went like this really hard into the snow. So
Ooh,
in
you got
case
mad.
So in case the mailman came, at least he could still open it up. The snowbanks are so tall, he could open it up and drop the mail in. So I got to my mail. I'm walking back, so sad that I did this. And that little ornament wasn't even in there. When I got up by the garage, they had left it next to the garage in a package.
That was nice of them.
But I didn't even have to go to the mailbox. And I shouldn't have gone to the mailbox when no one was home awake.
I'm getting you a life alert. That's it.
No, I'm not. I don't need a life alert. I
Yes,
should have had
I'm
my
getting you a
phone.
life
I
alert.
don't want a
We
life
all need
alert.
one.
Oh,
I'm getting
I
you
am
a life
not.
alert.
Don't get me a life alert. That's going to
I
be.
fall and I can't get up. You're getting one of those.
No,
I gotta protect you.
I
Yes.
do not
And I'll
want
make a
that.
cute one. It'll go like, because right now layering necklaces is in. You can layer it with the Betsy Johnson, and no one will know. They'll be like, Nana, what is that? A new necklace? Yeah, it's only the coolest necklace from LA from my daughter. Your phone talks to you. It's like a talking necklace. I can call people when you're lonely.
I don't want a life. Don't you get me a life alert.
I fallen and I can't get up.
It was bad though, because I kept thinking, all right, can I get up? Can I look around? There's no one here.
Did you bruise your bush?
It's dark. I don't think my bush was bruised. I was to the side of it.
Somebody's ring captured the fall.
I'm afraid so. And it looked like I was drunk walking back, because I was kind of like, oh my God.
I think you can get a life alert in rose gold, which would be
I
really
don't
cute.
want a life. No, we aren't getting life alerts because
let's just look. Let's keep an open mind, okay?
I'm not keeping an open mind. I don't even want to say these things because then it goes to the life alert kind of stuff. So no,
I don't know. This lady looks thrilled that she got a life alert. So
I don't want a life alert.
Everybody call this number for Nana.
No, you guys.
Free life. Maybe they can be a sponsor, Nana. We could turn this into. You could be a life alert influencer.
Do I have to go back out and fall again?
No, you just have to talk about your experience, because this lady, she has to be dead by now. That's the same lady that was there when I was a kid. This lady in the green blouse, there's no way she's still able to work and do that. So she's up in heaven. It's your turn, Nana. It's your turn. Look at this guy. What's he doing?
Is that a man?
Oh, okay. That is a man. Look she's in the shower.
I am not bringing.
Very weird.
I'll bring lava soap in before I bring in a life alert.
No, I mean, it's a good thing though, because you can use it in the shower, but why would they use these pictures? This guy looks that is just not a great picture to use.
I know.
And she looks like she's doing something entirely else, right?
And I don't.
This is unfortunate.
I will be pushing that life button. No, I do not need that. If I fall again, then yes. But
there's no way this lady is still.
She could still be with us.
No, Nana, this was literally like 1992. She's been doing this since. So there's no way.
Oh, okay.
Let's just see what they look like.
Is that little gal from Where's the Beef? Is she still with us? Remember that commercial?
Don't think so. I do. I like her. Okay, so shower emergencies. Oh, so there's like remember that time that Dad thought it would be a nice Valentine's gift, and he came home with those round lights for you because he used to work at the Mall of America. He would deliver Pepsi there. And so that was when like the kiosks started really, people were really big on the kiosk. There was a kiosk that sold those lights that you stick on the wall and then you could just hit. And I think they were battery operated. And so he brought those home for Nana when we moved into our new house. And Nana's like, I am not putting those on my fucking walls. And he's like, they're nice. We can put them down the stairs. You just hit them as you go down the stairs. What did you ever do with those? But that's what they're doing here with the.
What garage sale did those go into anyway? But they weren't that.
Another check on assisted living if you're not willing to life alert. Okay. So
I don't, listen to me, kids. I just should have brought my phone with me. Then I could have called Paul and I could have said, hi, I'm out here in the street laying. Maybe if you want to get up, don't hurt yourself getting to me because it's very icy. So
yeah, because let's see this.
This
lady.
waterproof pendant is my
You
magic.
hear her?
Oh, yes.
You hear it? Okay. So there's no way. I feel like she's the same lady as the 90s. Let's see.
She could be.
This waterproof pendant is my magic wand. To some of the police, fire department, paramedics, or my doctor, it contacts Life Alert, my 24-hour personal
Yeah, this is the
security
90s
service.
one.
I've told them where I live, about my heart condition, my medications, and who to call in case of
You
an
see all those
emergency.
When you have a
medications?
heart attack like I did.
I feel like she's doxed herself to some pretty scary people. Maybe I've been on the internet too long. So I have multiple questions here. Okay. So this I love this lady. She's adorable. Everything's cute about her, but definitely someone put Virginia Slims in there. Sounds a little Virginia Slimmy. Okay. With you can always tell, the little like cute smoker voice. Okay. Also, are they not making enough money? Because why do they still have the commercials from 1992? Why haven't we? This is very
To some of the
dated.
police, fire department, paramedics, or my
They don't even look like that anymore.
doctor.
Look at that doctor. When's the last time you've seen a doctor with that kind of mustache, those glasses? I mean, this
Oh,
is
No.
very 80s. This
it is
Contacts
80s
Life
because of the
Alert,
big
my
glasses like
24-hour
that.
personal
look at everyone in their cubicles. Look at their computer screens. Look at the
Well, they're
24-hour security, even the fonts. I mean, they do
Well,
look a little. They do look like they
updated.
do have a little updating, I
security
guess.
service.
Yeah.
I've told them where I live.
Let's see was that Outlook? What
It is
year?
really old.
What
my heart
version?
condition, my medications, and who to call in case of an emergency.
Look at this guy. He looks pissed. He's like, why'd you call? You didn't need us. You only fell. Get up. Why are you waking up at 6 a.m. to get yourself an ornament? God, I'm so sick of you people. He looks pissed. I wouldn't want to talk to him. No offense. He looked like he just swore at someone. Did you see that? He's like, what the fuck? Like, I would want someone to be like, hi. His facials. Look at this.
No,
Okay,
I
we gotta go
don't-
back.
I don't
Look at
want to
this
talk.
man.
He looks like Barney Rubble.
Look at
I do
him.
not
He
want to
looks
talk
like
to Barney
he's-
Rubble.
But watch his mouth. He looks like he's cussing someone out. Ready?
An emergency.
When you have
What
a heart attack like I did, and there's no one there, Life Alert was there for me.
I love Life Alert. It
This is very old. These women are adorable, though.
I
makes me
know.
sleep easier.
It makes her sleep easier. So, it's like it has melatonin in it, Nana.
Life Alert helps me stay in my home longer.
Do you want to stay in your home longer?
Honey, I will be
I couldn't
staying
handle
in
it.
my home as long as I want.
Just
I will
joking.
be.
Going to
I
a
will
nursing
not be
home.
walking
Wasn't-
out to the
No more
Life
walking.
Alert.
alone
That's-
anymore. That's very
Oh,
sad
man.
because
just-
it feels
Look at this
like
website too.
I just went through this
It's too old. I don't get it.
with
Oh,
my
God.
folks. It feels like, and now I'm already there. I don't know if anybody else kind of feels that. That's about my age out there. But it does feel like I've just been through this with my mom and dad, and now all of a sudden I'm up to bat. And it's like,
Mm.
you know better. You know you shouldn't be. That's like me the other day with the kids over here. I was showing them how I can still do a somersault.
Nana, you did not.
I did a somersault and they were laughing. But I says, here's what Nana used to do. And then I kicked my foot back and I used to do a backward somersault and then get up like this.
Are you kidding me, Nana? What do you think you're freaking Mary? What is her name?
No,
You're Shannon Miller. You're freaking
Nadia
Dominique Dawes?
Comaneci. Nadia Comaneci.
Nadia. Who's Mary Ellen? Mary Lou Retton?
Yes, yes. Well, you know, and I was
Oh,
laughing because
goodness.
it took me a couple times to get back to go over. And the kid says, "What's wrong, Nan?" I go, "Well, when I used to do this, I didn't have a tummy." But so anyway, that tummy was stopping me.
Oh my gosh, Nana.
Ah.
Well, I wasn't able to see. I can't really see what they look like. I think they're just the same, but I thought
I
they had the
think-
cute necklace ones. But
Oh,
maybe not. Well, oh well. Okay, so
We-
no life alert yet. We got to wait for them to
Okay.
get rose gold, something cute. Because
it just
it's not because you said you don't want it, it's just because I don't want you to wear something like really ugly like that.
no.
Just kidding. Okay, so we got the mailbox story. So what's going on in the crime in the neighborhood, Nana? We got to know.
Okay, well, just some of the crime in the neighborhood, and not just my neighborhood. When I talk neighborhood, I talk
You
about
mean
my
your
dear-
state?
I talk about my dear St. Paul because there has
Yeah.
been too many shootings. We just had a shooting.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like not so negative, like fun
Okay,
crime,
well, this
like the pooping one. Okay.
well,
I
this
guess,
was
all
just
right, they're
this was
shooting, I
just
guess.
this was
Oh,
just a
no.
disgruntled employee,
Oh,
and
this
he
is
was
a
a
bummer.
city employee that came in
Oh,
and
God.
okay, went to Jimmy Lee Recreation Center. Okay, sorry.
I don't even know what
Um,
that is. What's a Jimmy Lee record? Like Jimmy
and-
John's?
No, Jimmy
Jimmy's
Lee. That's the
John's?
name of it. It's across the street from Central
Oh,
High School in
God.
St. Paul. But
Okay,
we have
well,
had numerous shootings, and
oh,
then we
not the
had the
shootings.
fire. We had the fire
Not a fire.
at Minnehaha and Earl.
Oh,
that
God.
that little church that we
This
went
is
by
not
all
a
the time.
fun segment.
No one was hurt, but
Okay.
and they haven't found out.
Is it
the
arson?
cause.
Was it Paul from 90 Day Fiance? The arsonist?
It wasn't Paul that I'm aware.
We don't know. Pyro
hope-
Paul could have done it.
We hope it wasn't arson.
It's
So
always
anyway, that was very
always
sad.
arson or cigarettes.
It was very sad. I
Okay.
stopped leaving my cell phone in the car in case I fall or faint. Nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. Okay, so besides that, what other stuff is going on next door in that?
Okay, I'm just kind of looking at the next door things.
Remember when I was like, oh,
Um,
find like funny stuff, good stuff. And
Yeah.
you're like, there were shootings and fires. Though I don't know. Do you think those are funny?
No, I'm not saying funny, but these are just the things that have been happening. Humboldt High School and another
no.
school, the open world schools, were
Open what
lockdown.
schools?
Open world school. It's called.
Open
It's over on the
Open
open
world?
world. Yep,
Oh.
open world school. They were both on lockdown, and then what you were seeing for the comments is not again, not again, not again. And this is the things that are happening in our area. Just too many guns out there. I don't know what to do about
no,
this.
not
I'm
guns
just
now.
saying. I'm just saying.
Oh,
This is what's
God.
on the website. We did
Oh.
have somebody walk through
Okay, walking is a little more funny, a little funny.
walk through the Walmart with 2 baskets full of clothes.
Which Walmart?
The one out here by us. And
Okay.
they walked right through the doors, and
Ooh,
all the
stealing,
buzzers,
love it.
all the buzzers were going off,
Yep.
and they got in their car, and there wasn't much they could do. They were screaming at him, yelling at him. They were
Yeah.
smart enough to, when they opened the passenger, the back of the
Okay.
thing, the back of the
Yeah.
minivan
This is
or
funny.
whatever.
Okay, I like it.
They
Yep.
stood
Mhm.
in front of the license plate so no one could
Ooh,
see.
smart thieves. Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I don't know. Walmart's pretty shitty anyway, so I'm not really
well, if you're
mad
going to
about.
steal, can we go back out to it like a Macy's or a Nordstrom's and get some quality items? But anyway,
No, steal from Walmart. They don't pay people enough, and
That's
They
right.
need to restructure their business plan. Any pets on the loose? Anything?
we did see
Oh.
a pet. It was what are those called? They're kind of a blonde dog. What?
Oh, Labrador.
Not a lab, but
Labradoodle.
no. I should know. I should know my dogs better. And not Springer Spaniel. That's what comes to mind.
Cocker Spaniel.
No, it's a bigger dog.
Poodle.
It's a bigger dog. It's kind of like a lab, but it's
A husky.
a golden retriever.
Golden
Was-
retriever, of course. I
was
love a golden
running-
retriever.
Was running down the street
with scissors.
and with scissors. And we also had people saying that's so and so's dog. He likes to run, and so often they'll say, "Don't call him or give him anything to eat because he's very skittish." Well, how do you expect your dog to be found and taken in if you can't call the dog or give them anything to eat? How would you get this dog back into
You have
your
to
house?
just call and say, "I just saw him here." I think that's what they mean. But yeah, that is a good point.
I didn't understand that.
So maybe they don't want. Maybe he has anxiety. Maybe they don't want to.
Well, so did I running to the mailbox. But you didn't see anything on on neighborhood site about
I
that.
always tell people, if you see Nana out in the wild and she looks lost and she is running, that don't approach her.
If she's running,
I
there's
say
something
violent.
wrong. I forgot. You know, you guys
The
try
dog
this.
needs a
Try
life
this
alert.
at home. Use your life alert on the dog. Billy. I like that, Bill. But I tried to
Did they find him?
Yes, they
Oh,
got
good.
the dog.
Happy ending.
They had enough people writing in going, I saw him here, I saw him there.
Thank God.
But what were they doing? Just following him with the car? I guess.
Well, they were just texting. I just saw him on, Millhouse Drive. I just saw him on, a Bart Simpson Way. And so they
that's
just
true.
drive, they can just keep putting in the chat.
That's true, because that's what
comments.
that's what people were saying, where they saw him and stuff.
What was his name?
I don't think they even gave a name.
Oh, because they didn't want you to
it's not
call him.
like
They were
you
really like, don't
call him.
I
Here,
think,
dog.
yeah,
you
they're
know?
like, he stage fright. No, he doesn't like the attention
Well,
on him.
that's
He
just
just
like-
likes to run, apparently.
That's just like Petticoat Junction. They didn't have a name for their dog. They called him Dog.
Are you
No,
kidding me?
really? No, you had a big enough. I mean, that was a
Was
very
it Dog the
popular
Bounty
show.
Hunter?
No.
Just
Remember
Dog.
that show? Oh, his wife passed away.
I dressed up like Beth one year and I used balloons for my tots.
Oh, I bet you look so cute.
I did look cute.
I liked Beth. I thought she was a lot of
Weren't they
fun.
racist? I think
Were
Dog
they?
was or is.
Oh,
I don't know about
care
Beth.
for that.
R.I.P.
Oh my
Beth.
God.
No, Nana doesn't care for racism. Don't even start with her.
No.
Okay.
Some streets in St. Paul, and this has
Ooh.
been on the news and everything, and they've had film coverage of it, have not been plowed. Now, if we got the kind of snow that we got, St. Paul came
Oh.
back with, we told our people not to go out unless it's
I'm going to show you something.
sizable. Well,
Unless
we've
it's
had
sizable.
sizable. We've had sizable dropping of snow. They should be out there right away. If you're on a snow emergency route, get your car off the street so the plows can come through. They're just a mess. We were on a snow emergency route when we lived in St. Paul on 6th Street. We were the last to get plowed, swear to God.
We were?
Yes. Unless we
made-
left our car out there, then they were right there ticketing. But
One of these Minnesota clothing companies I follow, and I forget which one it was, but I was looking on Instagram because I saw it the other day, but maybe it was just in their stories. They made a t-shirt that they started selling, and it had the quote from the St. Paul mayor that said, because I heard about this, that they weren't plowing in the St. Paul. People are like, what the hell? But what was the exact quote from the mayor? Like, it'll melt. Something like that. Like the mayor said,
did he really say that?
Yes. And so they made t-shirts now, and they have in quotes on these blue t-shirts, it's like, it'll melt, St. Paul mayor or something. And they're like, yeah, in April and May, maybe it'll melt. But I'm trying to find it here. I thought it was.
Oh my God, that's funny.
the
I didn't hear that.
Soda clothing brand. I follow all these Minnesota clothing places because I just love. It's like the one in Stillwater that we love. But I don't think it was that one.
It
let me
was
see if I can
just,
find it here. It was funny though. I was like, ooh, crap. People are.
When I talked about that incident at Jimmy Lee Recreation Center, the
Oh no, not
city
back
of
to
Sa-
that.
I'm just going, the city of St.
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
and the mayor was being
Okay.
interviewed, and he
Mhm.
said he just couldn't believe that this happened. This astonished him. Walk out of your
Now, what
office.
happened?
That
The
was
guy with
The
the
shooting.
oh,
Walk
no,
out of
man.
your office. We have a shooting every day in St. Paul. Every day. This
Okay.
is just, some of this stuff isn't even hitting
Can't
the
find
news
it.
because there's too many. So I
All
just find this just
Next week, we need more fun crime updates because these ones are just sad and depressing. I thought Next Door was going to give us like the fun. I did like the dog thing. Do you got anything like any more stuff like that? Anybody missing a hot dish tray? Anybody looking for friends in low places?
They are looking for cleaning help, and so I was looking
Oh.
at that, looking for someone to
is?
clean. There was just somebody on the Next Door site
Mhm.
looking for somebody to clean.
In a
Any
maid's outfit?
suggestions? Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Any suggestions? And then people would write, and I think it's the cleaning people that probably put in their own name and stuff, just like the
Nana's,
plumbers and
Nana's conspiracy theories. Nana's pissed. She's like, I know that these damn people are self-promoting, and you should love that.
And no, I think I would do that if I was in that business. I would do that, saying, "Oh, she was so helpful and she cleaned so well," and blah blah blah. I would give myself glowing reports on these things. This next door
Glowing
site.
or glowing?
Glowing. Am I having trouble tonight? Trying to.
I think it's just my hearing. I think it's just my
Oh, really?
hearing,
Well, maybe you need
actually.
a hearing aid.
Yeah. Well,
Hi,
you know what?
Terry.
I would actually go and get one, unlike some people on this live. Yeah. Do you have any any of the you never have helicopters?
Oh no, we haven't, but we did
Mhm.
have one at Sherburne, and I believe it was Dale Street, Sherburne and
Oh,
Grotto,
that
right
sounds
around
like,
there.
yep, they have them
And
over there. Yep.
they had a helicopter going around and around, and people were trying to figure out what had happened. And then somebody came back with saying 6 shots were heard.
Good
You
God,
know,
Nana.
I'm just saying this is why
Can we?
this is what they're saying on the scanner. But then somebody else came back with who said that 6 shots were heard. And then someone wrote back, an Uber driver at the liquor store.
Okay,
So
that he is not a credible source. Okay.
this
Oh
is
my
what
God.
people were saying. And that's what they said. Well, get a hold of that Uber driver because we didn't hear any shots. All right. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
how
people lie on these apps too, probably for attention. It's people who don't have friends, and it's the same people that start YouTube accounts just to start fights with people. They just want attention in any way they can get it. And these are the same people that go on next door and make up what they think happened.
Well, that's just it. And I would be troublesome. Usually when there's a helicopter overhead, they're looking for somebody. Okay, we know that.
Unless you're in LA, and then it's just always like that. Remember, you'd stay at my house and you'd be like, oh my goodness, how do you guys get used to this? And it turns into white noise. And then when we moved out here, we're like, it's so freaking quiet. But sometimes we do hear, I've been hearing more sirens out here lately, but never like helicopter stuff. Never. But in West Hollywood, I feel like constant. But you just get so used to it, you forget.
I totally understand that because I was sitting on that's when
We don't know how we got to a
cordless.
scanner. We don't know. Binder or bust. How did we get to a scanner?
Oh, because I'm on that St. Paul website and it's
Oh.
St. Paul Fire and Police Scanner.
Oh, wait. I thought you subscribed to the St. Paul Cop Guys YouTube channel.
I do that too.
Wait, what is it? I want to go to that site. What's it called?
It's called On Patrol.
No. The website for the scanner.
Oh, okay. I gotta look because I just
Poor
recently
Nana. She's
got
like,
on
I
that
wrote this
one.
shit down for you, you little brat.
I know I did.
Julie, let us know in the chat what was on your Nextdoor app. Okay, go ahead, Nana.
Please
what
do.
was it?
I think it's just called St. Paul Police and Fire Scanner. I'll have to look because
and you could actually hear, because remember back in the day there wasn't the internet. You actually had to have a police scanner because Chris Lardy's dad, Jim, had one, and he would sit next to it by the window in the living room. I remember and listen. And people in the neighborhood, there was quite a few of those people that had them, and I was like, that's so interesting. Okay, so it's called what? St. Paul.
Well, I'm just looking to see if I can't find it.
Oh, that's okay. I could just Google. So it's St. Paul, and what did you say before? Scanner?
St. Paul. If I just get on here, then maybe I could. St. Paul Police Scanner is one of them, but St. Paul Police and Fire Scanners.
So St. Paul Police, Fire, and Public Works Dispatch, broadcastify.com. You can listen.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, I can't do that. I'll never get anything done.
Let me see.
I can't do that.
Is this I don't want to click it. What if it's, I don't know. What if I'm going to get a virus? Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Ramsey County live audio feed. Again, this Broadcastify. I don't even know if this is a good freaking website. I'll just wait. I'll wait and ask Chill. Hey, what's wrong? What's your nail stuck? Okay.
Yeah. Ask Chell about that. But there's so many different ones. I do like the one and the reason I like the one that Sheriff Fletcher is on and this.
Oh, yeah. What's his On Patrol?
That's On Patrol. But it's not the On Patrol that's on TV. This is the one that's on, well, he's on Facebook. And
On
he
patrol,
goes-
St.
he-
Paul.
yeah, and I think he goes out, oh gosh, 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, he's called. Oh, he's live right now. 9.5K people are watching. 9.5
I'm
thousand.
telling you.
Nana, we need to just hit the streets.
Oh, Live on
ourselves-
Patrol, it's called. That's what it is. On
Yeah,
Patrol.
here it
Live on
is.
Patrol.
So right now he's live. I can't play it or I think they'll strike us.
No,
But
that's right.
9,500 people are watching it.
And what I like about it is if he stopped by someone's house, they'll run out and talk to him. And I like when they're
He
driving
streamed
because
53 minutes ago, 52 minutes ago. Let's see what the 53 minutes ago.
right here you'll know where they are. You can look at that and you go, oh, I know exactly where they are because we know
So-
St. Paul.
I don't know
you
where they
know?
are. Where are they right now? Are they over?
They're
by
going up towards
by
the Capitol.
35?
Yep,
So
they're going to go
there's-
under the bridge.
Oh, there's the hospital
Morelli's
over
used
there.
not Morelli's, but what was that one? Yeah, that
Is
hospital.
the
will be
hospital
on your
over
left.
there? Regions
Yep.
or whatever? Okay.
Regions. Yep, that'll be on your left there.
Okay. Oh, look, he didn't run the yellow. Let's see what he's saying on this one. See if I can get. I sped it up a little bit. Does he always talk?
He doesn't always talk, but sometimes
Can
they'll
you
be
hear it?
talking through. No,
You can't hear it? No,
No,
you
you
couldn't
can't.
hear that. Oh, you can. Okay,
Yes.
let's play it. All right, thanks, Taylor.
well, thanks, Taylor. But yeah, so we know I like it because I know my city and I can tell where they're at.
Yep.
And there's a lot of times it'll say passing,
He listens to music on it.
and sometimes he'll just play this music as they go along.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to do music because then they're going
Yeah.
to get me struck.
Yeah, so
Come on,
I'm sorry.
guys.
Sometimes they'll do that. And then they'll get
Oh, and
a
people are in
call.
the chat.
Yes.
He's really jamming out. So who is this? Is this the sheriff?
This is usually the sheriff driving, and then Pat, his sidekick, is on. He's also a patrolman. He is in the passenger seat. And so they just all over the place. Now, this is one St.
Who's
Paul.
Bob?
Bob Fletcher.
Oh, that's his name, the police
Yeah.
chief?
No,
they're
he's
going
not
to
a
someone's
police
house.
chief.
Still in the cab?
Yep.
Are they still out on it or not?
I love their accent.
They are still out
that
on
how
it.
we-
They've cleared
You guys listen to these guys. Is this how me and Nana sound?
the residents.
You know, there's a burglary here.
Burglary, Nana.
For Goodrich.
Goodrich. Oh, Goodrich. Isn't that
See?
over by Maplewood? Or no, there's one in St.
Goodrich is off of Smith Avenue by the High Bridge. There's a Goodrich over there.
Oh, okay, got it.
And I don't think I can actually go down
And-
here much further, can I?
Nope, can't.
And that's when he's on patrol. So I do like listening to it. A lot of people do listen to it. And
But Highland Park neighbors, McAllister, Groveland, be wary. Leave your lights on while you're gone.
Is Goodrich on McAllister Groveland area? Because
it could,
if
it
they're
could,
yeah, because it looks like if you guys aren't familiar with St. Paul, McAllister Groveland or McAllister area is the fancy area. So someone might be getting robbed over there because they got stuff. Mac Grove area.
it's
We don't know the
interesting.
details of this burglary, but
And this was of January 13th. This was, so this
Mhm.
isn't live right now. But
No,
a
but
I
I
just
shout
just wanted
out
to play
this.
it a little bit. So let's just like listen for a second and see what they're doing, Nana.
this house is here too. I'm sure nobody else got their door kicked in.
Someone got their door kicked in.
That's,
Oh, he's got the spotlight, Nana.
see, like the
That's not good.
spotlight, like the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people have their own opinions about this.
But we don't have to
show.
get into that.
I'm just saying, they just do.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, everyone has opinion on everything.
Yeah.
They don't like it. And why don't they like it?
They don't like his politics, I guess, sometimes.
Oh, so they don't like him. Yeah. A lot of people
yeah.
don't like police. Yeah.
And I like it
While
just
Bob is out of the car.
I think, but he started this channel originally to show more transparency because they got criticized, obviously, because a lot of the police were getting criticized for their behavior. And so I think they started this to show more transparency, right? That's how it came about.
and I kind of think so. I think
No,
you're
I'm
right
pretty
on
sure.
this one. I'm
That's-
pretty
yeah,
sure. I think
No
they just.
answer on
I find it interesting. It reminds me of One Adam 12, which was one of my favorite shows.
Yep.
So
Yeah, don't get us canceled
Gracie
again, Nana. We're
Priestley
at one.
Merrick turned 58 years old last Friday.
Who? They give birthday shout outs?
yeah, they do birthday shout outs.
Oh my God. This is
They
where my
do it-
tax dollars are going.
Good, Tracy.
Party's name's going to be Robin Ann Johnson, born in 69. She's going to be a suicidal female that officer safety has a .22 pistol on her.
Yeah. See, so.
Well, that one wasn't fun.
No, see, and a lot of things that happen, they just, I don't know. They're
heading westbound.
You're
Gonna
right
head
in
over
the.
to Central
You're in the
District
car
for a
with
bit.
them, and their followers.
Hotel Romeo Kilo 549.
Check some areas over there.
We're slowly driving through the Walmart parking lot.
Walmart, Nana. They said Walmart.
Their
Uh-oh.
followers are called backseaters.
Are they over off? Oh, so if you're watching, you're a backseater.
You're a
that means you're
backseater.
under arrest. I don't want to be a backseater.
No.
Are we headed towards like Maryland in that right now?
I want to say right there is. You might be right. This. We're going on to 35.
Are we on Maryland?
In case you
right
can't
now?
hear that, sounds like one of the county squads up in Vadness.
Oh, bad.
Has a car slow to stop right now.
Meeting 196. You can cancel that.
196, 198, 187.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
actually
it's
a Walmart up there off
interesting.
Badness.
You know, I suppose. and I
REO
just-
96 on the exit.
I don't want to get what is that word demonetized for having.
We're not
this
going to
on.
get demonetized. We're commentating on it. I just want to hear it for a second.
okay.
If that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead. You can change it to a suspicious and clear it unfounded.
Copy. 2360, verify vehicle stopped.
They verified the vehicle stop, Nana.
6-3, I got the vehicle stopped in the middle of the road.
In the middle of the
Or in the middle
road.
of the parking lot.
Parking lot. Is it in the middle of the road or middle of the parking lot? We'll find out. Let's go, guys.
2157.
So we got the
One
car
Adam
stopped.
12.
Now, obviously, he's going to have to work his magic to try to figure out what's going on. We don't have many details besides that car wasn't stopping initially.
Running from the cop.
And you're not hearing Bob here because they have like 3 different
Guys.
patrol cars that are working this now, and they go back and forth.
Oh.
They've
That explains why
expanded
they
that
do
much.
one. And okay, I got it.
They've expanded so much. So
Yeah.
Coming up to Rice Street here.
Rice Street, Nana.
St. Paul. It's going to be Central District. This is probably
6-3, it's going to be a language barrier. Anybody not here can cancel.
2368, copy language barrier. Any calls that are not on scene at Walmart can cancel.
Oh, they had a language barrier. That's
sounds
why
like
they-
misunderstanding and badness.
Misunderstanding.
Rice Street, that's probably a lot of my early memories of St. Paul. I have several family members that grew up around here.
That's where my dad grew up, Rice
uncles.
Street.
A little background. I got 3 generations of boxers out of Minnesota in my family. All the way back to my 2 great uncles. Both my uncles boxed on my mom's side, and then I have 2 older brothers who actually were pretty prominent. So a lot of my early memories is
So it's just a lot of bragging. I was kidding.
being up off of Rice Street. At that time, the Rice Street boxing gym would have been off the West District, off of Western and Blair.
Okay.
8, 9 years old, going to the gym with my older brothers. Definitely an eye opener. It's a different atmosphere. A lot of the kids that frequented those places are some of the kids we're running into today.
I wonder if one of them was Mike Tyson.
There's not as many of those boxing gyms around in Minnesota. It's kind of dying off. There's still some.
What does they keep running over on the road? Are the roads like
They're bumpy, honey,
Potholes?
because of their potholes, their ice chunks.
goodness.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, he's just telling stories. I mean, it
Left
is kind of
here. I
interesting.
know the Rice Street boxing gym had shut down. It's since reopened. Trying to get that back up and running. There's
It's
one off
very
Arcade,
interesting
Sir
to me.
Mauricio's boxing gym, doing good work. But it's a lot of my early memories is between that and Glancy's boxing gym over off Forest and Beach.
Oh, Beach.
And I got to meet a lot of people, a lot of good people. And it kind of
and that's why I
Wasn't my
like
school
this.
on Beach? Wasn't my elementary school on Beach or no?
I have to think for a minute.
Because the Beckers lived on Beach, right? Or no?
Yes, yeah. So it was
Beach.
Parkway.
Yeah, Beach.
Right off Johnson Parkway and that.
What was
yeah.
that Beach? Oh, whatever.
stemmed my start over here in Ramsey County. So a little tidbit about myself while it's slow.
Little tidbit while it's slow. He gives little story times. That's nice. So it's not just quiet.
Right. It's never quiet. It's very, very rare is it quiet. Sometimes they have to listen to the radio, understandably.
But
But
Target broad daylight. So
Oh, what happened to a Target? You better not hurt a Target. Hurt the Walmart all you want. Leave Target alone. Oh, hey, is that a liquor? What is that place?
I'm just trying to figure out where they are now. I
I
always
try
have
to
to
catch
look.
a plate. We had a red Kia Soul stolen earlier
See,
from the
they
West
go-
District from the Target in broad daylight. So
Something was stolen in broad day.
A car.
Oh, a car. What kind of car did he say?
I thought they said a red Kia.
Oh, really?
Those-
Who the hell
those-
wants a red Kia?
Oh, honey, those Kias that they're so known for being able to break into them so
Oh,
easily.
easy to steal. Got it. So is he going to find this guy now?
Well,
do you ever
look
see
for the
them
car? Yes.
find people?
Yes, and it's very scary. Then they get their big voice out, and it's I've seen them
Their
where
big voice?
their big voice and they yelling at the guy and pulling guns.
Oh
it
no,
can
not
be,
guns again, Nana.
You know, I'm just saying it can be very.
So I'm gonna head to that call.
Be very
What you're
scary.
hearing is St. Paul, 3rd District, is dealing with a non-compliant in a vehicle.
Non-compliant.
I'll turn up my radio a little bit for the audio, and we'll head that way.
Gosh.
And I like when they really start zooming down these streets, and it's
Thank you,
hard.
DGF says I'm enjoying this segment of Night Pants. Well,
Well,
you know
it's
all this stuff
something-
happens at night.
You know, and sometimes they'll go on during the day, and it's very busy during the day too. But
Crime never stops.
Crime never stops. There you go.
Like Super America, we never stop. All right, so he's headed to his call. I'm gonna kind of fast forward to see when he gets closer. How come his lights aren't on?
There's-
Was that a holiday they just passed?
I think it was an M&H. It looked like an M&H.
M&H? Is he on the east side?
They're usually on the east side.
Hopefully it's stolen. So you don't have to listen to me talk and try to fill the air.
And isn't this Jackson? No.
We're just guessing.
I thought it was Jackson Street. but maybe I'm wrong. They're kind of jumping back and forth. But this is what, you know.
Where's
I like-
that?
I'm trying to
What's that
see.
Is it the airport?
We are back, actually.
That was
No,
it.
no, it's just Ramsey County.
Oh, the hospital. There's Regions on the right.
Regions. Yep. And
Nana,
so
you were there.
they have a big walk, you know,
Skyway
walkway now.
Skyway.
Yes.
Yep, that's
And they
what.
never
so if
had
you
that before?
don't know, they have skyways in Minnesota, and I'm sure lots of other places where it's super cold. So you can go building to building and don't have to walk outside. And we have St. Paul has great ones. Minneapolis is they have some really like good ones. And in the skyways, they have restaurants and stores. And I used to work downtown Minneapolis, and I could go skyway for everything. You could go on your walks. I never had to go outside in the winter. It was perfect.
Well, we're going to go to.
Now they're back to Bob.
Sheriff
That's Bob's
Mark.
voice.
Oh, so this is Bob. Okay, this is the sheriff.
Otherwise known as Mighty Mike.
Okay.
He's kind of got a Mighty Mike voice, doesn't he? Mighty Mike. And,
So I'm interested in seeing just where they
have a
are.
contest.
And right to the right of that is the morgue.
Oh, Nana just pointed out the morgue.
All if you know him, you're familiar with him, and then your job is to guess.
Are you 1012 for information?
The ride along isn't going to probably talk or give any clues.
The Texas plate that you gave me, I've never seen this before.
But
When
if
I
you don't
ran
get it in a little bit,
record, but if you
Pat
remark section, it's showing
will
that
post
stolen and to verify
a
my
clue on the comment line.
What are they
Like the
doing
Winter
clues
Carnival
for?
Treasure Hunt.
Oh, it's for the winter carnival treasure hunt.
Is he
I
doing
didn't-
the Winter Carnival treasure hunt
I
stuff?
didn't think it started yet. I didn't think it started till this Sunday
Till-
when they're
till
giving
February?
out the clues.
Where's
Is
he
this arcade or Payne? Arcade, I think. Doesn't it look like arcade?
Well, there's a checks cashing, so that's a good. But there's also a cookie. What is that place? The cookie cart? I never heard of that.
No, I think this is.
Oh, there's the pub.
I think this
the
is
pub, though.
arcade, right? Because that used to
there's
be
Case.
Schweitz's. That used to be
Yeah, there's-
Schweitz's.
There's
Donald's.
Case Avenue.
Yep,
Oh,
Donald's.
Donald's where I got my shoes for private school. Remember? You
That's
made me go to
right.
private school for a year, and I hated it, and I had to get penny
So,
loafers.
so we're talking Payne Avenue, not arcade.
Oh, do they
and-
still have the pain reliever, the bar?
No, they do not. That's
Oh.
gone. So
Right
yeah,
along.
yeah. This is it was just. It's just was interesting to me. All this, it just was.
It is kind of interesting.
And you can go on and you can feel a part of St. Paul again. So
It's like a
anyway,
little tour.
See, there's
Backseaters, they're saying, Nana.
See the backseaters and a lot of people
We are
watching
northbound.
it.
This is Under Sheriff Mike Martin. We are northbound on Payne Avenue.
Good job, Nana. Northbound and
We
Payne.
came over this way looking for the to assist the St. Paul squads that were over here.
Okay, for what?
And
A lot of stolen.
but they were code 4 before we got over here.
And we're just
I do have a
passing
ride-along
Rose
with me
Street.
tonight.
My
What's
aunt and uncle.
code 4?
I don't know. My aunt and uncle used to live
I
right
heard,
down that
the
street
sheriff
there
say
on Rose.
that it's up to you to guess who my ride-along is.
Your radio was garbled.
I'm
Bob.
gonna guess that
Now they're back
most
on
of you
Maryland.
They're back on
will
Maryland.
not be able to figure out who my
So it is
Everybody
interesting
right
to
along.
me, isn't it? It's
If,
interesting to
people
me.
don't guess.
Billy Ball,
then I'll
Pain
have to-
Reliever is where I met my husband.
The Burger
Walgreens,
King.
The St. Paul squads are out there.
Oh, no, it's not the same Burger King house.
Very
Yes, it
busy
is.
day today.
Yes, it is.
No, it's on the opposite side of the street. The other Burger King by my high school is on the right. That one was on the left. It's where Nolan's would have been. That one was showing.
Oh, I didn't think there was a
Right?
Burger King there. No, you were right because it is on the left-hand side as we're heading. What
So we're
direction are we
eastbound on
heading here?
Maryland,
East.
coming up to Forest.
Forest.
So this is going
Actually,
towards
we're
our
coming up
old
to
neighborhood
all
where
the
Joleen
east side.
grew up. Yep,
Stolen
east side.
cars, robberies,
Stolen cars,
Chases.
robberies, cases.
you name it.
All right, let's see one. Come on, guy.
Couple
I
things. Couple things that shout outs that I need to give tonight.
They give shout outs on this damn thing.
Yes, I told
Just to
you.
one of our favorite people at the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. He doesn't work for us, but Adam at EATI upfits our cars. He does all the work.
All right, shout out to Adam.
Armstrong
Yay, yay.
for what we school of basketball.
See, there's your
Apparently are
McDonald's,
very,
Jolene, on the east side of
our-
St. Paul.
Oh, by Johnson Parkway?
backseaters love
Yes.
watching us, and we have a mutual friend, Sean Amell, who
Okay, God, geez, sir, do
I know.
some work.
This is.
I've gotten a couple texts from
He's not even
going at
working.
me. That's what she's shaking her head no. So and
Now we're on.
for
I
some of
believe,
you
White Bear
out there,
Avenue.
especially action.
All right, when do we get some action?
I know,
Action,
some-
action. We
some
want
nights-
action.
some nights-
ACTION.
Yeah, some nights they just don't have it, but it's just something to, when we're
One of the
talking
things that
crime and
we
stuff.
do
we have-
every day is work with other agencies in the county and outside of the county on cases that they're working where there may be a nexus to Ramsey County. We helped Washington County today looking for
Oh,
a vehicle that was involved in an incident there.
wow.
We continue to assist Maplewood on a series of robberies that they've had
Maplewood.
recently. There was a
That's
theft
where I
at
grew up,
Ridgedale Mall
Maplewood.
today. I'm sorry, Rosedale Mall.
Oh, Rosedale, Nana, that's
Today
where
a
you
suspect
were.
stole
I was
jewelry
just
from
there.
the JCPenney's jewelry department.
What was
Nana
it?
was just at Rosedale. Someone stole jewelry from JCPenney's. Who the hell steals jewelry from JCPenney's?
I don't know. They have nice stuff.
They do?
I guess.
I guess. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they
okay,
have
we'll listen to
shout-outs.
just a minute more and see if we
Okay.
find anything.
Okay.
I kind of sped it up here. I
Please
thought
share this on Facebook or
okay, now we want you to share it. He's like a regular YouTuber. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe.
I
Send a super
know.
chat.
and we run their name, we will get a hit telling us that person's wanted. Otherwise, there may be deputies that know
Oh,
person.
It is. It's
So they're just sharing some
interesting.
information on a person who's wanted. If we run across that person and we run their name, we will get a hit telling us that person's wanted. Otherwise, there may be deputies that know
Wanted.
the individual and can go looking for them. Otherwise, if
Hudson
we
Road,
run
Nana.
a vehicle plate
Oh yeah, there we
that
go.
registers to that person, we'll also get a hit
Isn't there a Target off
letting
Old
us know
Hudson?
that person has to
Yeah,
pick up.
we're going towards the Target.
We're going towards the East Side Target. I know
Yes.
where all my targets are.
That's what I'm saying, honey. That's why I thought you'd
Or a
enjoy
Polo.
watching this
There's
when you have a minute.
94.
for that
Yeah.
individual to bring them back. If you were with us a couple weeks ago, I stopped a car just for speeding, and it turned out the driver had a pickup out of St. Paul that came up when I ran his driver's
Make it-
license.
Make it make sense, as
Turned
I
out
feel
to be
like
wanted
Kim
for a
Richards would
shooting,
steal jewelry from JC.
That occurred a couple days prior, and St. Paul wanted to talk to him about that shooting.
Oh no.
Well,
These
that's
damn
what,
shootings. Well, that is so interesting, Nana. I mean, that's maybe we'll have to check in on them weekly, maybe not as long, or maybe we'll look for a part so we know. But it's kind of fun to just go around on the ride along. Hey, Mims. Mims says, I feel like Kim Richards would steal jewelry from JCPenney's. Well, remember when she had her little incident? But yeah, I think you're right. Where she might have. Did she steal from Target back in the day, Buffet?
I don't remember that. Now, who was it that stole something? And Winona Ryder, what did she steal? And she's in that new show that I've been watching, Stranger Things.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay, Nana, anything else on the Nextdoor app?
Not
The
too much.
Nextdoor
No,
or anything you
I'll get
wanted?
more, but they ask a lot of different questions. There's people that are new to the area that are looking for are there play
Companionship,
groups?
lovers. Is anyone looking
Yes.
for lovers?
Not that I can see.
Anyone like, hey, me and the wife swing, looking for
We haven't
a
seen
middle?
any of that because they also have their mods and they'll kick them off if they start talking
Oh, they
politics
do.
like that. Yeah, they'll kick them
It
off.
was Target. Mim says, I knew it was Target. Yeah, because her mugshot, Kim Richards, she was wearing like a fedora, I think, really low, and glasses. So, but this is a while back. But I mean, who hasn't stolen fake snow on the bottom of the cart from a Michael's every now and again on Christmas? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
kind
like
of specific, but I mean, I feel like if you put the stuff, like Nana taught me, if it's on the bottom of the cart and you forget,
I'm not proud of that. I'm gonna say it.
No, but for real, if you forget, I can't always be looking at the bottom of the cart. That's asking a lot from your consumers. Maybe don't have a bottom of the cart and then, blame the victim. Don't have the bottom of the cart, just like they blame women for stuff. Start blaming the stores. Well, maybe if you didn't have that sexy bottom of the cart, I wouldn't have taken advantage of it,
Well, that's right. And we always had on our cash registers at Cub Bob. And I thought, well, who's this Bob? And they said, that means bottom of basket. Look at it. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought we were looking for somebody named Bob.
Of course, Nana was like, I'm not, because Nana was using that Bob just running out. I'd be like, Nana, you have it. She's like, shh.
I don't
Can
know.
we get
Yeah,
outside?
it's like, I know. I wasn't proud of that. It's nothing to be proud of. There was some kind of
who cares? It's funny. It's silly.
Well,
You don't
I
have
know,
to,
but it's something. Yeah,
listen,
I
make
it make sense. Thank you.
You have to explain nothing.
And Keely wanted us to look at crumble cookies. That sounds good.
Yeah, sounds really good, Keely. Okay, so we'll end the crime thing with this. I forget who in the chat said to check out the Portland pooper when we were talking about the pooping in mailboxes. So here's a story from 2015, I think. Yep. August 26, 2015, Portland, Oregon. Okay, Nana calls it Oregon, right, Nana?
Oregon, yeah.
Oregon. Okay. A Southeast Portland business owner is working to find a man seen defecating near his office several times in the past month.
Oh my God.
Good Lord. Okay. Now police are involved in the case of the Portland pooper. Officers say the man pictured in flyers. Look at his face. That's him, Nana.
Oh, would you just die if that was your brother or something or uncle?
I
or
would
dad?
say that
Oh.
makes a lot of sense. Officers say the man pictured in flyers posted around the city has officially been called a suspect. And this little flyer says Portland pooper. This guy has been pooping in public areas around the Southeast Portland area. If you have more information about his pooping, please call the Portland police.
Oh.
Okay. I think it's really gross and shocking, Brittany Smith said. I don't know what to say about it. Brittany, you're kind of a bummer. Many Southeast Portland residents want to know the circumstances behind the man who has been captured doing his business outside a building near Southeast 58th and Powell. I find it interesting that he has toilet paper with him. It's very pre-planned. Katrina Salazar, who works nearby at Fix Hair Studio, told Coin 6 News, you just don't really know what to expect around here. People, they like to do their own thing. They kind of march to the beat of their own dump truck or drum. Oh my God. The business owner said the latest incident happened over the weekend. Since it wasn't the first offense, he decided to deem the suspect the Portland pooper. Now the police have formally identified the man as a suspect. His face is being shown for the first time. Flyers and posters with his face have been posted around the neighborhood. The man could face offensive littering charges There's an offensive littering. What else? I would feel like it would be poop, any kind of like condom type thing you leave, maybe like full of something.
When we
What if you-
would walk up to Mounds Park in that parking lot, you would always see condoms.
Yeah. Safe
Ugh.
sex though. I'm proud of them, but
Well, there
obviously
you go.
dispose of it.
Pick it
What
up.
about a Portland periods? Someone who just does that. Okay. Let's see. Flyers and posters with his face. The man could face offensive littering charges. I didn't even know that was a thing. If you have any information regarding his identity, please call the police. And then what if you're reading this and you're like, what the fuck, Stan? That's like your husband, Stan. I bet it's his kink. It's his fetish.
That's really sad. That's really sad. It's time to get a hobby.
That's
Puzzles.
funny.
Puzzles are nice. Yeah, get a hobby.
Get a poop puzzle. Do anything. But that one lady did make a good point. Why is he carrying toilet paper around? But you know what? If you've never had IBS, maybe at any moment,
you might
gotta
need
go,
it.
gotta go right now.
And there's times when I don't have Kleenex in the house, and if I'll throw a little toilet paper, wrap toilet paper, and throw it in my purse. Doesn't anybody else do that? Am I the Portland pooper?
You're the St. Paul squatter. Okay, have you seen this lady? She's squatting, popping a squat for poops in St. Paul. Oh my gosh.
Honey, you know it's not me because I couldn't come back up from a squat. I would have to hold on to something.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next segment on our brand new Night Pants with Nana is well, where the hell did I put it? Oh, here we go. Nana's going to tell us about the latest television show she's been watching and what she thinks. I think this will be our last segment for, well, we have one more after that, but that's a short one. It's the Who's Dead with Nana. But Nana will tell us about the television show she is watching. And this segment is called Leave It to the Dick and the Beaver with Nana. That's my favorite name for a segment. Leave it to the Dick and the Beaver with Nana. Nana, what have you now? Normally, Nana watches old television shows. Favorite Dick Van Dyke, Leave It to Beaver, Mary Tyler Moore, all the classics. However,
I love those.
You got into a more recent television show because Nana's going to be visiting me with Lucy in early February, and we are going to the Stranger Things experience in Los Angeles because it is Lucy's favorite show. I am all caught up. And Nana, you just started season 1 of Stranger Things. Tell us everything you're thinking. No spoilers for Nana, please.
Okay. I just started watching. I thought if we're going to this kind of open box type of thing for Stranger Things.
The Stranger Things experience. Yeah.
Experience. I'm going to
an open box. Okay.
I'm going to, because didn't they call it open box when we went to the Beverly Hills 90210?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. In my head,
you're always on your bush and your box and you're blowing.
So busy.
Head out of the vagina.
So busy. So I just said, I'm going to have to watch some of the episodes so I know, because they're always talking between Joleen and Lucy. They're always talking about these characters and I don't know who they are. So I started watching it and I was surprised. I liked it, but there are some parts of it. Now I'm just on season 1. I got 2 more episodes, Lucy said, to finish season 1. And I liked it, but I thought it was a little scary. And I said to Lucy, do you get a little scared watching this? Oh, Nana, it's just actors. So I kind of went, okay, I have to be reminded. It isn't, my granddaughter that has to be reminded. I have to be reminded. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But I'm just on season 1 and I'm at the point where Barb has disappeared off the diving board when the guys were making out with the other 2 girls. Okay. And then it comes to the point where that police sheriff or Hopper, that he breaks into this place and is finding out what they're doing at this experimental kind of laboratory.
Okay, laboratory.
And then I get scared because they're showing, it is kind of scary because I'm looking at that. To me is scary. This girl is standing by a tree and like the tree brings her in, like whoosh.
Oh, sucks her in?
Do you think that could happen to me in the mailbox?
Is that what happened? I think you were trying to get the mailbox to suck into you. It sounds like.
Well, that whole thing wasn't pretty. So I would highly recommend watching it. I still don't think I'm old school. I still don't think it's something that Lucy should be watching. But that's old school me.
Her parents said she could, and she does. I'll tell you, I was a little worried too, but she looks at it with a fan eye, and she's always like, well, it's not real. And she breaks everything down, and she really analyzes the characters and why this character made this decision and why that is. Like, she's basically telling you, well, that makes sense because this is the character, which it just shows you how good the writing is, that even an 8-year-old can say, oh, they've developed these characters so well that the choices they make sense. And so she really breaks it down. If you tell her, Nana was like, the girl got sucked into a tree. Lucy's like, that episode is called blah, blah, blah. Like, she's a super fan of this.
She knew the episode's name.
Like I was Buffy. So I understand how she feels. I mean, I was older when Buffy came out than she is, but I had shows like that I really liked. But I mean, I can't believe at 8
I can't either. I'm sorry. I just think it's a little, it's like almost too much for me. I can handle, like I was that way with Beverly Hills 90210 when Brenda went to Paris and
with
Kelly
Reek.
and Kelly glommed on to
I
Dylan.
hate that gives me a tummy ache still.
I didn't like that because
I don't like it.
Don't do that, Kelly.
Your
You're
friend.
better than that. You're better than that.
You're not the Coke girl anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still mad at her for that, and Nana's still mad at her for not going to Scott's funeral.
I mean, so you had a cold. You couldn't go to Scott's funeral.
Maybe she had COVID.
Lord.
She was patient 0. Okay, so Stranger Things, so far, you're almost through season 1. If you had to just recap, what do you think is happening in this show, Nana? I'm so interested to see what you think is going on. And it's okay if you don't know everyone's name, just explain.
Well, I think that they're taking this little girl with the shaved head, 11.
Mm-hmm.
She escaped from there because when they found her, I'm saying like I was part of it. She's in a hospital gown. So they know whoever is running around like this, they found a little piece of a hospital gown. And a hospital gown's got the same little design as it's had since 1950 something. So, and then I think it's nice that these boys took her in, didn't tell the police on her, didn't tell their parents about her.
They didn't narc.
Then their little friend is missing. And they know there's a correlation with this girl, 11, and their friend, is it Billy?
Will. Close. Will. Yep.
Will is missing. So it scared me because I really did like the show This Is Us. Was that the name of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And This Is Us, the guy that was the burger guy, Benny the burger guy. I like that he was on there. That was.
Oh, was he married to the sister? Yes. I've only watched a little This Is Us, but I'm picturing him and I was like, oh, he was married to the sister on This Is Us. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I really liked that show. So I like
very
that
different than Stranger Things, though.
And I don't want to, this has been out for a while, but he didn't last long on the show.
That's why when Nana goes, yeah, Benny the burger, I'm like, who? And she's like, well, the one that helped 11. I go, the one who got killed right away? Yeah, he was my favorite. I'm like, he was on the show for 5 minutes. Well, he was on This Is Us. I really liked
I really liked that character. And they were always, what I liked about the two of them together in This Is Us is they were always trying to diet. And I understand that. It's like a feast or famine. It's about me. And I always feel like Luther Vandross, he diet and get really thin. And then all of a sudden, hell's bells, who cares? Yeah, I get that. I live that.
So back to Stranger Things. The little guys are saving the girl, but their little friend Will is missing. She's got a shaved head. What else is going on there?
And the mother played by Winona Ryder. She does such a good job with this. And when she is putting all these Christmas lights all around her house because she feels like her son is talking to her through the lights. I kind of understood that. That was very sad, and everyone thinks she's nuts, but that's exactly what's happening. Somehow he's transcended into these lights. That's all I can see so far. That's how I'm understanding so far. I love the sheriff. I want to know a little bit more about Hopper. Is that his name? The sheriff?
Yep, Hopper.
I want to know a little bit more about him because it mentions that he lost a daughter.
Yeah.
And you said we'll find out more about that as I watch more.
Yes.
Okay. And I will keep watching, but it's like anything. I get excited about something and I watch it for a little bit. And then unless, it's Leave It to
You're
Beaver,
over
Dick
it?
Van Dyke. I'm not over it. I'm going to go back to
Because the other
watching it.
day you were like, this is so good. This is the
It
best
was.
show. I'm watching it. And now you're like, but I could leave it forever.
No, I'm
Like-
not leaving it forever. No, but that tree business, that bothered me.
So who got sucked in?
I'm trying to remember her name. She's
Is
a
it Will's sister? The real skinny one?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that just and some of that stuff that they're
Was she out there with Will's brother?
moving.
Is that when?
Yes.
I haven't watched season
And-
1 in so long, but I'm trying to remember.
And Will's
Okay.
brother he gets made fun of at school. He's been
Oh, no.
bullied, and I don't like that parts of it, but
Of course
and
not.
I know they'll get back at those bullies. I know they will. So anyway, it was very exciting. I highly
Mhm.
recommend it. I feel
Do you
like
have a favorite
I'm doing a
character
book
so far?
report.
You're doing great.
Well, I think my favorite character, I love the sheriff, Hopper,
Besides Benny, the burger guy who
the
died
burger
right
guy,
away. Yeah.
because he's always drinking a Schlitz
In the
or
shower,
smoking-
he shower
smoke-
drinks.
smoking a cigarette. You gotta love him. I
Relatable.
liked him. Very relatable.
Mhm.
I thought, okay. And then
Hopper's
I
great.
liked-
He's great.
and I'm thinking to myself, what time did this happen? So then I heard the song, and now I'm forgetting the name of the song. And the Clash does it. Tell me the name of that song.
Oh, what is the song from Stranger Things that
should
we
I
were just
come,
singing
or should
it.
I come or should I go? That
Nope.
one?
Should I stay or should I go? Should I come or should I go?
Oh, it's not should I come or should I go?
No, it's should I stay or should I go now?
I'm back to the backseaters.
Should I come or should I
Should I
go?
go?
That's what they say when they pick up some Johns in the backseaters. Should I
And
come or
come
should I go?
And then they so I Googled that, and that came out in 1982. Then they on the episode they were doing tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree, Tony, Orlando, and Dawn.
Oh,
and
I've never
so
heard that.
yeah, so he was best friends with Freddie Prinze. And
Who
he
Tony
kinda-
Orlando was?
Yes. And he kind of bowed out of the Hollywood stuff after that happened, after Freddie
Now,
Prinze
did Freddie Prinze
passed.
OD or take him?
Take
himself?
take
Okay.
his.
On a
And
nicer
so-
note, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who is still married to Freddie Prinze Jr., she just did an amazing interview for the Hollywood Reporter, and she has a new show coming out. I think on the 26th, and it's The Wolf or something, and I think it's a little like sci-fi adventure, fun, maybe a little
Okay.
dark. So I'm looking forward to that. So in good news, Freddie Prinze's son, Freddie Prinze Jr., is doing great. He's been in a very long Hollywood marriage of, I think, over 20 years. They have 2 children.
That's wonderful.
And their daughter, Charlotte, who I think just became like a preteen, teen, 12, 13, told them she wants to be in the business. And they both told her, which I love, they said, okay, but you have to wait till you graduate high school because they don't want her. And she's like, and I guess she told her mom and dad, because Sarah Michelle Gellar, who played Buffy on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she's, the mom, she was doing the interview, and she said that her daughter's like, but you and dad were child stars. She's like, yeah, but we didn't have actor parents, so we know what that's like. So
Oh,
you're gonna
okay.
wait. And I thought that is good parenting, because I would
That
say
is
the
good
same
parenting.
thing. Mhm.
I totally agree. That is good parenting.
Because they keep them out of the spotlight. They're rarely photographed. They don't post pictures of their faces. If they post pictures of their kids, they put stickers over their faces because they want them to have, they don't want them to be in the public eye until they decide they want to. And, I'm sure there's stalkers, harass. I can't even imagine on that level what it's like.
No.
But I've always thought that was a good idea.
Freddie
So-
Prinze was my age, born in 1954. When he died, I was on coffee break at one of my first jobs, Dairyland Insurance, maybe second job. And we were up in the, we had the radio going, and we were up in the coffee room, coffee break room. And I just remember me and the Sandy that I worked with, we heard the news, and we were just, it was so stunning. I mean, he was so beautiful, Freddie Prinze, and he played, he was just Chico and the Man. I was so sad. But then Freddie Prinze Jr. comes along, very good looking, and Jolene, you got to meet him. I think that.
Oh yeah,
was
I always
cool.
forget I got to meet him.
I
He
don't
was
forget
so
that.
nice, and he took a phone call from Sarah Michelle Gellar while he was there, and I wanted to follow him out and listen to the phone call. So
Well, you
bad.
got
I
a
could hear them talk a
picture.
little bit.
You
I
got
did
a
him
picture
and
with
Brian
him
Austin
and
Green.
Brian Austin Green.
I was in the
said,
middle. I was in a Freddie Prinze Jr. and Brian Austin Green sandwich, and this is like 2005, 2006.
Yeah, right
And
around
it
there.
was pretty exciting.
I thought I was so
excited.
excited for you. And Odell Chick saying she remembers when he died too. It
Yeah.
was so startling because he had everything going for him, as we all think, this person's got everything. And not everybody's got everything, So
No, nobody's got everything. And you can have everything or seemingly everything and still not have the thing that makes you mentally okay. You can have mental illness at any level. So, and addiction.
yes, absolutely.
That's life, unfortunately. But yeah, so Nana, I'm so proud of you for watching a show that's like kind of current. That's
It's
not
really
a reality show.
And it's really out of my comfort level, because I like to know what happens. I said to Linda, and I've said this to you many times, I've said it to Billy, if I can just turn on Leave It to Beaver, and if I see that first segment, what they're doing, I can tell you all about it. I know exactly what episode it
And
is.
you wonder why Lucy is that way. We're the same way with our favorite TV shows. So of course, Lucy's like, "Oh, Nanny, oh, that's episode 5. It's called Trees and Skis. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one."
I couldn't believe it. I mean, but I'm kind of an adult, so for her to know all this, I mean,
well,
she's
now
got a
they
great
have
memory.
She has me quiz her. Her favorite is to have me quiz her for Stranger Things. So I'll find a Stranger Things quiz online when we're FaceTiming, and I ask her. She knows it all of it. So this is going to be really fun. We want Nana, now that you know who Barb is, and we want you to dress up like her. Are you cool with that?
Well, I wanted to wear something. I wanted to wear something cute.
Well, who in the cast? You want to be Hopper?
Yes. I'd rather be Benny the burger guy.
Really?
And wear a white apron or something. I don't know.
Well, you can be whoever you want. I just thought you'd be a great Barb because you have the short hair, cute glasses. We could put you in some high-waisted pants, a little blouse, maybe a sweater vest.
Well, that's what I wear now.
I know. That's why I said Nana should be Barb, because Nana basically is Barb and just hasn't been sucked into a pool yet. Or never will be. Never will be.
It was just, some of this stuff was just so startling. Of course, I still watch The Twilight Zone, and some of those freak me out too.
Yeah.
So
well, I will say it might get a little scarier, but I don't think it's, especially these first couple seasons, I don't think it's ever too scary.
Right.
The last season, I thought there were things that I was like, oh, okay, that could be scary. And I heard from other adults, like Katie, I think she watched it, and she said she had to only watch it when her husband was home because she was like, it was kind of scary. And for me, though, I watch American Horror Story, and I have to watch it all by myself because Chell does not like that stuff. On occasion, he'll watch it with me.
I get that.
To be nice. But I just, I'm used to watching that stuff, so I don't get as scared. But you've watched Halloween now. We had that. Me and Lucy are converting you into this like horror mystery genre. I like it.
Horror.
Renee, hello.
HORROR. Okay.
Or WHORE.
No.
I'm recruiting you into the horror mystery club.
I mean, if it's scary like Twilight Zone or
It
the Outer
is.
Limits. Outer Limits, I think, was more scary than the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone, I really like. They just had really good stories behind it.
Ones was the best one. One
They're
of the best. You know what I'm gonna say?
Yes.
Which one?
It's where the guy stops, and it's
that's yours.
That's mine. Isn't that your favorite?
No, one of my favorites is so silly, but I like it.
Is Bill Mummy?
Which one's
is it that one? Throw the people out into the cornfield?
No, that's you again.
Oh, again.
You ever listen to me, Nana?
Honey, I want to, but I have so much to say. What?
Okay. It's the casino one with the guy that takes his wife on the trip, and he's like an abusive idiot, but he gets into and she's like, these are stupid. And then he gets addicted. And then does he jump out the window at the end? Is that why I like it so much?
Yes. And he's
Mhm.
and
He was a
then
dick to his wife.
and
I
it's
was like,
like
oh, she's free.
it's like a one-armed bandit, and it's like
Oh, they
nothing
have to
like in the
stand at the
snow.
machines. That's
Yep.
what baffles me because it was what 1950. What was that? 1960.
62 maybe right in there. Yeah.
So they're at the casino, and the machines are obviously, very old, and they have no seats at a
No.
slot machine. I never even thought of that.
Yeah. They
You have
want
to
to make you
stand
really
while you take my money.
they make you really super comfortable now so you don't leave.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe I would play less when I'm there
If I had to
I
stand.
stand.
I know. Or if they had one that looked like a mailbox.
All right, Nana. Well, I think this is a good way to. Did you have a Who's Dead with Nana? I don't know if I want to end on that.
Well, we could,
Okay, well, I know you had it set up. So we will end on, if you want to end now, well, everything is laughy, but we'll probably
Oh,
still
it
find
did.
a way to
No, and
laugh
that's fine.
through
I
this.
just
And now the segment is Who's Dead with Nana? Do you still have your Who's Dead with Nana book?
I do. I have it here somewhere. I set it down somewhere because I was going to write in it.
Yeah, I was just curious. So
I do.
we've had
I
this
love that
segment for a
book.
long time. We don't always revisit it, but we're going to try to pay tribute to those who have passed recently in the pop culture celebrity.
I know, and we all know
figure world. I
Lisa
know.
Presley. That one is very sad. Just to let you know that this Sunday, now she has been buried already. They've already
Lisa
had,
Marie has?
yes, they've already had the family, and a couple of her exes came to this and her family. So it was more of a private ceremony, and she
Mhm.
is being buried at Graceland, or has been buried at Graceland. They did have to move her son's grave just a little off to the side, so there was room for Lisa too.
They
They
reported
mentioned
that?
that. Yeah, they did, because they were showing people there digging and also just getting it set up for
Mhm.
okay, just getting it set up because she was cremated, they
Okay.
said. And she 1968 to be just
I can't
born
believe
in
she was only in her
1968.
early 50s.
Yeah, 54. It was very sad. If you
Horrible.
watch the Golden Globes, you could see that there was issues, just like everybody's saying. I was sitting there watching it alone, and when I saw her, I thought, oh my gosh, something's wrong, because she just looks so gaunt, and she's been
Well,
having
she had
trouble.
just done that interview where she said after losing her son, it was just, I
Absolutely.
mean, it destroyed her.
Absolutely.
So who
And
knows?
Lisa Marie was a Scientologist, but she's been out of it for some time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So how did she get into it? Was Elvis in it, or Priscilla maybe?
I wouldn't think Elvis was in it.
No, probably Priscilla. I feel like she would.
Maybe. I'm not sure about
The
that. But
holidays, yeah.
it was very sad. It was very sad that when she passed, I couldn't believe
Mhm.
what we were
I
seeing.
couldn't either.
Her last time at Graceland was she goes about 3-4 times a year, they said, because that's
Okay.
still considered her home. That's why you can't go upstairs, because some of the family members use that.
Because you
as
were
a
just
home.
there
We were
last
just
year, right?
there, and it was so moving. I just loved it. I loved seeing Graceland.
I knew it had to be Priscilla, Amy. It sounded more
Priscilla.
Priscilla-y than Elvis-y, and I think, because Priscilla got in acting and things, and she was a Naked Gun, remember?
Yes.
So I could see that she was, I mean, poor Priscilla too. I mean, she's had so much loss, and then she
Yes.
entered into this world so young.
She was so young.
And
She was 14 when she met Elvis. And the last time that Lisa Marie was at Graceland was his birthday, January 8th, which is also my dad's birthday. And he would always say, me and Elvis were born on the same day, just a few years apart. Yeah, quite a few.
just
But
a
anyway,
few.
so January 8th, she was there, and she met with a lot of people that came for his
Mhm.
birthday. And she spoke at that.
She seemed like a cool lady, like a
She did.
badass.
She really did. She will be laid to rest, they said, but then I see another article that says she already has been. But on February 2nd, Graceland is opening up to the public for a memorial.
Oh, wow.
And you'll be 5 a.m. it's opening, and you
Damn.
can park in the parking lots, and also the north lawn will be where the memorial is, and they're expecting thousands.
Wow.
And the grave was being prepared, a few days ago. Now she has been laid to rest. So just the idea that she's next to her son, and we saw his grave.
That's interesting. I mean, that's sad, but interesting that it could be a kind of genetics thing, because Gladys Presley died at 46 of a heart attack. Holy shit. Lisa Marie appeared dark around her eyes like her Mima. We watched her grow up. Yeah, the sad part is you watched her grow up. She had such a life, and so, I mean, she was married to damn Michael Jackson for a couple of years. She's married to Nicolas Weird Cage. And I say that because when he married her, wasn't it just because he had this like Elvis obsession? And then she was like,
so
oh,
excited. He was so excited because he was just an Elvis nut. And his marriage to her only lasted 2 years, as did Michael's. Not that she was exactly with them for 2 years,
Remember
but the
when they
marriage
had to
lasted.
kiss?
Yeah, that
on
was so
stage
awkward.
in public, and it was really awkward.
Very awkward.
But also
very
awkward that people wanted that.
Yeah, it was
To
very
have
awkward.
to see that. It's like, and that they felt they had to prove it. That's, I don't know. Did she ever fully? I feel like they were pretty respectful of one another after they split up. But what was that marriage?
What was that? Which one? Michael?
Her and Michael. Is this?
She said that she said in different interviews that she saw something on his computer that was quite alarming to her, and that's what broke it off. So, not really saying I didn't hear what she saw, but something alarming. So that's kind of sad. So rest in peace, Lisa Marie Presley. I will be watching that on Sunday.
They are good. You said they're broadcasting it. Okay.
They are. And if you go on, they said if you go on Graceland's site, you'll be able to,
oh, it's like a live stream.
Come into it live stream. Thank you. And
Who,
then
is
David,
anyone going to speak?
I don't know that. I'm not sure of that, honey, if anybody's going to speak or not.
I feel bad. She's got young kids too.
Oh, she's got 14-year-old twins. I mean, that's so
Lord.
sad. So David Crosby, that's what bothered me terribly. 81 years old. He led a full life. I mean, he started out, he was with a lot of different groups. He was with the Birds, and he was with these
the Bees.
The Birds and the Bees. And he, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. He was with Crosby, Stills, Nash, and then they brought in Neil Young. He had a temper. He admits that. He admits
he a beater?
that. No, nothing like that. But he had a temper within the group, because I think.
Oh, he beat up the other group members?
No.
Like fight? Oh.
No.
He just yelled at him?
He said bad things about Neil Young's girlfriend. He said that Neil Young has never, I don't know, he didn't say what he said.
Isn't his girlfriend Daryl Hannah, or that's his wife now?
No, that's his wife now, but he left his wife Peg
for Daryl Hannah,
which I didn't care for.
Why did he leave Peg? What happened to Peg?
I don't know. She's since died.
I do love Daryl Hannah though, but oh Lord. So did he cheat with the splash, Daryl Hannah?
I can't say that he did, but
have they been married a long time?
Not that long. I didn't think that long. I felt bad about that. The music was everything to David Crosby. He was a fabulous musician, a fabulous writer. Their harmony with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young is unsurpassed. Deja Vu being one of the best albums out there. If you've never listened to it, Deja Vu, it is just a fabulous album.
That's the album. Crosby. How long were Crosby, Stills and Nash, and Young? Not too long, right?
It wasn't very long, because that's when I think people's the pride and different things, and as artists they because he was still he was still talking to Nash, and
they were active from 68 to 70, and then 73 to 74, and then did they break up a bunch, or was it just a super group they were together? And then 76 to
they did
2015.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Wikipedia,
but he was,
you lie.
Yeah, he was still close to Nash, but he wasn't talking to Neil Young. Neil Young wasn't talking to him.
What
Graham
happened?
Nash
just because he talked shit on his
and
his girlfriend?
Yeah, there must have been some other things. He got heavily into cocaine and heroin. He got
Didn't he have a baby, or didn't he give sperm to
Melissa
Etheridge?
Etheridge? Yes.
Okay. Yep.
So he had a son, and he got together with him, and talked to him. And he's in his, I want to say he's in his 20s,
But
maybe
did he
older.
have? Okay, so he donated his sperm to Melissa Etheridge and her wife, but then he had another son. You're saying?
No, that's the son. That's the son.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the
So-
son. I just,
Okay.
I just always loved Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I mean, that was the music. And when Neil Young went out on his own, everybody knew. I mean, he said Neil Young, when we got Neil Young in our group, he was the one that filled the seats in an auditorium or
Oh, that's what he
a
said?
concert. Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, Neil
There's-
Young is iconic. I mean, come on.
And their second, their second time together as a group was Woodstock. Can you imagine?
Shut up. That was only the second time they'd ever performed together. Well, they're all
Was
super
Woodstock.
musicians, so it's like a super group because
It
they
was
tried to do that
Woodstock.
with some 90s bands. Because isn't that what happened with, I mean, not as iconic, but I think there was like Stone Temple Pilots guy and somebody else and came together. I can't, Renee might know.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, not as
I
iconic
just-
as them at all. But
I so love Neil Young. I fell in love with Neil Young. It's the first album I ever bought your dad because we had been in a fight in junior year, and to get
What
back
happened?
together, I don't know
Did he
what
cheat on you
happened.
with Linda because you made him? Did you make him kiss
Linda,
Linda
help
again?
help me. No. But it was Harvest was this album that was just out of this world. Not a dog in the bunch of all the songs, but Deja Vu really was Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, one of my favorites.
So what happened? So you got in a fight with Dad, and what happened with the album?
Oh, I just brought him this album to say, can we get back together?
That's so weak. He dumped you, and you brought him. You had to
I
buy him
didn't
something
say
to
he
get him
dumped
back.
me. We just kind of went our separate ways for a nanosecond.
You got dumped. Why did he dump you? It better not be for another chick, and you went all the way back. I will give you back my DNA. I'm not gonna stand for
Dumped
that.
me for another chick. You're young. You're just young. And to tell you the truth, I don't know why we broke up, but we got back together. And I remember where I was when I handed him the album. It was Nettie Pelzer's driveway.
Where was it? Nettie Pelsner's driveway. You were over
I don't-
there, or was he
Yeah,
cheating
we-
with Nettie?
No.
Well,
Oh my
why-
God. you are
He stopped
inquiring-
by Nettie's, and you were over there because you would make him kiss your friend. So I just want to.
No, I wouldn't make him kiss my friend.
You did.
You guys-
You made him kiss Linda on your wedding.
Oh, it didn't make anybody kiss Linda. I mean, it was the wedding and we were just excited and we were
Linda confirmed. You guys put in the chat. Linda confirmed. Producer Linda said, "Yes, she made me." So
anyway. But so Harvest, that meant a lot to me, that album. I still have it.
did
Actually,
Dad get a job at KFC and you didn't?
No, he
So you're
did
like,
not.
I can't. Did he apply too?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Want
he
that.
didn't
He
wanna
was
work.
working he worked at a pizza place and car
Oh, yeah.
wash and
That pizza place. He's been telling us for
Oh
43
my
years
God,
he's going to
and-
make us a damn pizza.
I
'Cause
know,
he's
I
working at a
haven't seen
pizza
it
place.
yet.
I've been waiting. I still
I
haven't
haven't
tasted
seen
it.
it yet.
I've even made a damn
68.
pizza. I mean, my God. So no. Okay. Well, you didn't break up over KFC or another woman. I'm sure something. You
We
guys,
don't
I
know.
guess you guys made it work. So
I don't. Yes. So I
Yeah.
don't know what happened, but that's
still
what always
together.
reminds me of Neil Young. Plus, we went to because we didn't have internet or anything. We had to write.
Notes.
We had to write for English class someone we admire, and we both did it on Neil Young. And we
Did you
went down to
copy
the
him?
St. Paul Library to look up things about him. It was hard to find because
Were you guys dating by then?
Yes.
And you
so-
both picked Neil Young. Did he pick it
Yes.
first or did you?
He probably picked it first, and I said, "Oh yeah, let's do him." Well, what's wrong with that?
You probably wrote his paper for him, be honest.
I didn't because he got an A- and I got an A. And he goes, it was kind of like the same thing. Why did you get the A?
Because your teacher knew you were
Because
cheating.
mini skirts. Anyway. Anyway.
Gross,
So
gross, yeah.
call it what it was. So anyway, I did have fun doing this segment. I love this segment. I love all the segments.
you educated us, especially on David Crosby, and even with
Oh.
the services for Lisa Marie. So I'm sorry that someone, obviously I'm very sorry for Lisa Marie's passing, for her family and all that. But I'm sorry for
Yes.
you and big fans, because I know that when you are a fan of these musicians, and music is just, it's this art form that is so close to so many of us and gets us through stuff, and we remember albums and times. It's almost like your sense of
Yes.
smell being, if you smell something, it'll take you back to that time. Music can do the same thing, where
It
you hear a
was-
song and it takes you back to that time, or it's it's so therapeutic. I mean, music is so therapeutic. I mean, that's why
It
Nana
is.
and I, we basically speak in song lyrics.
And
we can't help it. It's just,
we had our own concert today, and that's what we played, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young all day. So it was really good. It kept me away from the mailbox, and I appreciate that.
thank God, Nana. Thank God. Thank God.
So thank you guys. Thank you. It says this was very informative. Thank you for all your research.
Nana, you killed it. So
and next week, I think we're going to talk a little bit about, it was breaking news today, was about Alec Baldwin. I think we'll talk a little
what
bit
happened?
about that.
He's arrested or something?
Oh,
For
do you
what?
mind if we get into it right now?
No, I was
All right.
as I was getting on, I saw Ryan
Seacrest?
No, Ryan Bailey, his podcast. I follow him on Instagram.
Oh,
and he
okay.
was posting something about Hilaria, and he's like, I can't believe she still has this accent. I mean, I know the stuff is serious, but the accent thing, what did he do? Is it for the shooting thing or what?
Well, this is for the shooting thing, and that shooting
He was
occurred
charged?
October 21st, 2021. And Alec Baldwin, being 64 years old, he has 7 kids. He's worth $60 million.
He just begged people to follow Hilaria on social media for his birthday. It was pretty pathetic. What?
That is sad. He's been married twice. He's being charged with the killing of the woman on the set. He's being charged, him and 2 other people on the set. One that was supposed to be checking, the props and things. It wasn't a prop. It was a real
So
gun.
involuntary manslaughter? Or
Involuntary manslaughter. That is correct. And he, at first, when he was first interviewed after it happened, he said he didn't pull the trigger, but the FBI tested the weapon and said he did pull the trigger, and that this wouldn't go off by itself. It was just, TMZ is saying Alec Baldwin, involuntary manslaughter of Helena Hutchins. And maybe I'm saying her Helena.
Maybe Helena.
Yes. The idea that there's other people on the set that was supposed to be, checking these things, but what they're saying, as a producer of the show, of the movie Rust, he should have also checked. And you don't point the gun at anybody. That is just a no-no. I mean, you just don't do that.
Oof.
Granted, this was a terrible, terrible accident. Some people don't think he should be tried, but that's out of their hands now.
The prosecutor, according to NBC News, is saying a disregard for safety led to tragedy. So if any one of the 3 people, Alec Baldwin, Hannah Gutierrez, Reed, or David Halls, had done their job, Helena Hutchins would be alive today. It's that simple. Special Prosecutor Andrea Reeb said in a statement, the evidence clearly shows a pattern of criminal disregard for safety on the Rust film set in New Mexico. There is no room for film sets that don't take our state's commitment to gun safety and public safety seriously. Hutchins, 42, is survived by her husband, Matthew. She's my age. And her son.
But
the family said it supports the prosecutor's decision to seek criminal charges. They say, we want to thank Santa Fe Sheriff and the district attorney for concluding their thorough investigation and determining that charges for involuntary manslaughter are warranted for the killing of Helena Hutchins with conscious disregard for human life, according to a statement by attorney Brian Panish, who is representing the family. Our independent investigation also supports charges are warranted. It is a comfort to the family that in New Mexico, no one is above the law. We support the charges, will fully cooperate with this prosecution, and fervently hope the justice system works to protect the public and hold accountable those who break the law. Charges will be formally filed by the end of the month, likely leading to a preliminary hearing within 60 days.
maximum sentence he can get would be 5 years. But Emily D. Baker,
Shout out to Emily D.
who
Baker.
always, is right there for the
She's got it.
legal situations,
Mhm.
says probably he'll only face 18 months.
I bet you he's guilty.
Well, I bet he
Yeah,
will.
they got him. It's now that what you just
Yes.
said, if they're finding this negligence and stuff, they're gonna have to show that, it's almost like not to, for lack of a better term, to prove a point that, this kind of thing is serious, and you have to, especially when you're responsible for these things. Oof, God, this.
And when you
is-
think
oof.
of this, what was mentioned tonight, which really
Oof.
surprised me on the news, said that the person who passed, Helena Hutchins, her husband settled with Baldwin
Okay.
for an undisclosed amount, and also asked to be put on as an executive producer on that movie. So what does that mean? What is that?
Well, I think that's damages, that's civil damages, that he probably thought, I'm never going to get justice for my wife. I have this son. I lost her at 42 years old. You better pay
Yes.
me. I understand that 100%. Adding executive producer just, I think, then adds to what money can be made from that movie as well. Like maybe there's
okay.
some
I
kind of
see.
that. And also the memory of his wife, put my name, like, I don't want this shit to be forgotten. I can I can actually understand that,
Can you?
like,
Okay. Because
put
I
our
didn't
name out
understand
there.
that. I guess
Yeah,
I
I think
didn't
it-
understand that part of it. And TMZ came in saying, what is this about that he's being put on as an executive producer?
Well, that could be so you have more or more connection to the movie, and also could be for revenue from the movie. I don't know what the deal is for executive, how much you would make then, but I imagine then you would make proceeds, because I would be like, screw you guys negligently, you're supposed to do your job. I lost my wife, my child lost their mother.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, I want some kind of,
Okay,
you
well,
know,
that
this
makes
is
a little bit more sense to me when you put it that way.
damages.
I also want to mention that I got
Go
a
for
lot
the
of this
deepest
info.
pockets.
There you
Mhm.
go. That's true. DGF. I do want to mention that I did get some of this from Kempire. I like watching Kempire, and he
Shout
said
out to Kempire.
he wasn't going to go into this at all, but because of the breaking news, he thought he'll do a quick podcast.
As we were starting, I did see Ryan Bailey, but he was just posting about Hilaria's accent. But I saw something about, Alec Baldwin arrested, and I was like, and I thought, well, it probably has to do with the shooting on the set. Yeah, I mean, how can you contribute more to a film than your life? His wife gave her life, so put my freaking name, put our name on that damn movie and pay me.
I certainly didn't.
So
look
for
at it that way.
TMZ to even question, they know how Hollywood works, and that Harvey Levin, they're sketch as hell, because in situations like that, like, come on. I mean, it should take you just a couple if
I
you work
didn't-
in it, but you don't work in it, Nana. Not that I'm like big Hollywood, but even with my little bit of knowledge of Hollywood, I was like, oh, it's probably for this reason, and TMZ acting like it's some nefarious thing, like the husband's like, ooh, I mean, this family is forever gutted. They lost the mother, the wife,
I know, and this is someone's life, and
it's her life.
ALS is saying that it's somebody's life that we're talking about, and that's very, I mean, a life. How do you get that life back? You're not going to.
Yeah, make sure she's remembered.
He's looked disheveled since.
He has, yeah.
He
And
has.
he's got, in addition to whatever's going on at home, because they keep popping out kids like it is Catholicism 1962, and she's got the wife with the fake accent who's not really from Spain, but her parents, she's like from Connecticut or something, and her parents just had a vacation home. They like to vacation in Spain, so now she has culturally appropriated an accent and made up this fake life. What a weird
Well, I've never
Hollywood,
been to
right?
Spain, but I've been to Oklahoma. Okay.
So you should then appropriate an Oklahoma accent, because that's exactly, and she still got the damn accent. Like, lady, you've been caught too. So interesting. I don't know. that is a very, like, you know, Bonnie was saying in the chat, the
Yes.
Crow with Brandon Lee, that was so tragic, just like this. And I don't remember, I mean, we didn't hear much about it after that than, you know, a really bad accident. But you would think all these years later, there would be things in place, rules, regulations, things so that you never would use a real gun on set. I mean,
I wouldn't think so either.
With
but
all you can do with After Effects and shit, and all you can
Yeah.
do with technology, why do you even need to do a real gun? That's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's a very strange thing. And you can see how slow the wheels of justice.
You're right. The
work when you're
prop
talking-
handler who had
Yes.
the one job, she was nepotism. One of those, you know, there's a lot of talk
Ouch.
this past, especially like 6 months or so, about Nepo kids and how Hollywood's full of it. But, you know, there's something to be said for experience, especially in a job like that.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I just, I'm so glad you made this night pants with Nana. I think
You had to
that's
look at the
fun.
name.
I did. I had, because I keep saying it wrong. So, you know, when I was telling people about it. So
What did
night
you
pants
call
with
it?
Nana. Oh, I
You're
don't
like,
know. I just, you know,
Night sweats with Nana.
night
That's
sweats
what we're
with
called.
Nana.
If night pants doesn't work, we're going to night sweats because, you know, before you know it, I'll be night sweating. I think I already do night sweat. I don't know.
So, but this has been really fun. I know we went a little over, but I guess we didn't have
Yeah.
a time limit on it.
When am I gonna be in menopause?
Well, honey, I just said I was at 50. So I
Okay,
don't
50.
know
I was
that.
trying to remember.
I was
Just
at 50.
curious.
And sometimes you follow what your mom does. Not always. That's just if it's old wives' tale,
Oh,
maybe.
all right.
Anyway.
No, that I was just thinking about that, and I was like, okay, just curious. All right. Well, got to end on a good menopausal question, you guys. We had so many fun segments. What a great, you know, maybe I think Night Pants with Nana will probably evolve into podcast format, probably eventually too, because I think it's a fun one. I do.
This
I think
has been
is
fun. Thanks. I've really enjoyed
Back
this.
on
And I
the
like the
iTunes.
different. I like the different segments. You did a beautiful job with that.
Thanks, Nana. I got
You
a
did.
couple more to add on here, but we'll be back next week with more. We'll play all the segments I have so far, and we got to get Nana. What's the one I'm thinking of? Ask Nana over here because that's on the 90-day one. But next week we'll be back
okay.
with a brand new. Leave it to Dick and or
And
leave
the
it to Dick and the
Beaver.
Beaver. And then obviously we always have to find out what's going on with Nana's bush.
I think everyone should trim up their bush. I know I trimmed my bush up a couple days ago, so I'm pretty proud of my bush.
And then we will obviously get an ask. Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
job.
Ooh,
proud
I'm
of you.
ready.
I'm
I'm
trying
ready
to
for
find-
Jeopardy. Okay, Jolene, what is a pussy?
And then obviously after we have so many fun segments. I mean, gosh, I feel like big networks should be paying us for these segments. And obviously we'll have to follow up with Who's Dead with Nana. Feel like how I have you coming out like ripped from
I know.
the
I thought that was
cemetery.
so good. And I look like Charlie Waffles from 2.5 Men.
So cute. And then we'll
Anyway.
obviously have Keeping Up with Kohls. Where we talk shopping, makeup, and deals. And finally, next week, Nana will be back with some less depressing crime. And then I need to make a new Hollywood gossip because you did have some stolen tea and you had some fresh tea and we have some stale tea. So
yeah,
there
a
you
little
go.
bit of all of it. I'm so glad you guys could join us tonight. I really appreciate it. I know Jolene appreciates it. Please hit the like. That helps us in something called the algorithms, which I don't have any idea what that is. But
No one
thank you for
does.
joining us. I'm going to go make some popcorn. Is it too late for popcorn? It's never too late
No,
for popcorn.
I got my skinny pop. I got them in individual packets, which
Oh, how do you
oopsie.
get those? Where do you get
Well,
those?
Target. I placed an order with Target.
Oh, okay.
So I got my skinny pop, the official, unofficial sponsor of the channel. So yeah, like Nana said, hit that like, leave a comment, let us know in the comments after this video post, because that helps us a lot in the algorithm, what your favorite segment was, and if you have any ideas for future segments, or if you have certain things like Julie did with incidents on your Nextdoor app, like funny things you found, and we can talk about it next time. So
Yes.
we love your suggestions. Nana, you killed it. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back very soon with more content. Bye.
Bye.
If you like what you